Welcome back to another episode of Hoop Stories. We put basketball in proper perspective. I'm Big Nose Ball. I'm here with White Boy Chris, our fellow co-host, will be joining us later. Uh, man, this was a drama-filled week in the NBA, bro. I you couldn't script it any more crazy.
Your audio sound a little funny.
You do,
There you go. There you go.
but yeah, man, this was a dramatic week, bro. I don't even know what to
Oh
say.
man.
Where you want to start? Draymond, Suns Big Three debut, Giannis going crazy. A lot of dramatic shit, man.
Let me finish. Let me go grab this real quick, and I can get on Draymond and Giannis because I ain't gonna lie. I done restrained from talking to a lot of people just so I can kind of save this energy. I done restrained from talking to a lot of people. Actually, I take that back. Me and my homeboy talked about that nigga Draymond once. And nigga actually had me defending that Jordan Poole shit because he was trying to say to him, we knew something was wrong with him when he swung on Jordan Poole, talking about he was mental. I said, no, that nigga just swung shit. He walked up on Jordan Poole. We knew what his intentions was because the nigga was talking shit. That nigga Jordan Poole decided to push him, and Draymond just decided to punch his ass. Jordan Poole would have been swinging.
But is it, bro? I don't know, bro.
But I was talking about that. Go ahead.
I just want suspended indefinitely because I was hearing from a couple places that bro was suspended indefinitely, but they was trying to get him into like a rehab program or some shit like that. And as soon as he finished that, then he'll be back eligible. When I heard first, I'm thinking, what's up with it, RC? I'm just thinking, man, he kicked out the league. He got fired, basically. That's what I was thinking at first.
That's
But
definitely what it
man,
is. That shit indefinitely.
nah. The what's name? What's that shit called? The head of the Players Association came out and said they was trying to get him what's that called? Yeah, rehabilitated. It's not rehab, therapy. Therapy, that's the word. They were trying to get him some therapy. And then they go reinstate him. They soft, bro. The NBA is so soft, especially when it comes to Draymond. I don't even know why he did that. Like that shit would be random, bro. And then Nurkic all in his press conference talking about, I'm just glad he
Man,
ain't chose me.
man, speaking of which, man, let me go ahead and speak on that soft ass nigga, man. And I know the story is Draymond, but this just got me think. These NBA niggas is really soft, and I guess this kind of put this Draymond and this goddamn me Giannis shit hand in hand. First of all, has anybody else noticed that every time a nigga get hit in the face, they first thing to do is to grab their face and fall to the ground? They first out, and then everything like, oh, I was trying to sell the call, or it really got, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. First of all, some tell me that nigga Nurkic ain't got no jaw. The same nigga that was over there saying, I don't know why they Americans, why they have so many guns, why they have so many guns. Well, clearly you need one because if you getting knocked down and doing all that crime from that hit like that, and then he just kept milking that shit, nigga. Go back and look how many times the camera got on him, and then all of a sudden you just see that nigga rubbing his face like, oh, this shit still hurt. He was milking the shit out that damn punch to his face, bro. It seemed like that nigga knew when the camera was on him, dog. I'm talking on the bench. And then he started rubbing his face. Press conference, he rubbing his face. Like, all right, nigga, we know the nigga punched you. Nigga punched your ass goddamn 2 hours ago. You telling me that shit still hurt? You telling me that shit still hurt, man? And then just the flow into, if so, DJ, I know you done seen that video. Can somebody get Giannis' brother kicked the fuck off of the Milwaukee Bucks, please? The way that nigga tried to run off that bench like he was really gonna do something enough is enough.
That shit.
And that nigga was really acting like he was about that. It was really acting like he was about enough is enough. That man needs to be arrested for stealing money, and Giannis needs to go down as an accomplice because he is allowing this man to stay on there and steal money. I don't give a damn how far down the bench that nigga is.
Bro.
I don't give a damn how far that nigga is. I need these NBA niggas to stop acting like they really like that. Cause it's so, how about this? Stop being so damn soft. If a nigga really got a problem, put 15 seconds on the clock, keep some gloves behind the scores table, and let them niggas go, man. Cause these NBA niggas
they
really
didn't even
acting
get
like
into
they go.
it though, Chris. He ain't get into it with Yusuf Nurkic.
I'm just talking about just transitioning to this little the Bucks thing. Cause nigga, you saw Giannis, like that's what I'm saying. It kind of go hand in hand into what I'm talking about.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, I mean, you see how Bobby Portis and goddamn me Giannis brother was acting like they was really gonna do something. Bobby Portis bug-eyed ass. They had to hold his bug-eyed ass back. Like man, come on now. A lot of you niggas is not like that. You niggas ain't grow up playing basketball at the park where you had to worry about if a nigga was gonna go to his car. You niggas was playing at LA Fitness, man. Y'all need to stop the cap.
But with the Bucks situation, that shit was odd. I'm starting not to like Giannis, bro. Cause I get it.
That Bucks shit was soft.
He want the ball because you know what I'm saying, his career night and all that shit. His brother was capped. Bobby Portis really ain't capped though. That nigga knocked out Mirotic, sent that boy back to the Euro League. He never played in the NBA after that. You don't remember that? Man, and it was on the Bulls, and Bobby Portis punched his teammate in the nose, and he went and played in the Euro League, never came back. But I'm just saying, bro, that whole situation was just kind of a diva situation. This nigga running after the ball, charging, trying to go to bat. I don't know, bro.
Don't get me wrong. The Pacers' little excuse was bogus as hell, but come on, y'all. Like you gonna be an all-time great. I understand that's a hell of a milestone you passed, but you really finna cause all that shit over a goddamn ball, nigga. Doing and then I get what you mean, you know, like I know Ray tried to say what superstar we haven't seen, you know, turn into this diva shit, but come on, bro. You was one of the last few that was keeping it a buck in these past couple of years. After you done won that chip, you done started talking. After you won that chip, you done started talking. So I don't really care for it. It's just one of them things. Like, yeah, he is starting to act like a diva, and the only reason why he's doing it is because he's in Milwaukee. He ain't getting away with that diva shit in on these big market teams.
I just wonder what he going through. Because not only is he acting like a diva, he kind of being an asshole. Like, he don't be going back to the timeouts. He be sitting on the scorer's table. He be ignoring his coach that he brought in there. So it's
I'm telling you, bro, that he's that nigga is milking that chip, bro. If Giannis don't win again, we're gonna be talking about that nigga like the 08 Celtics, man.
Dallas up 17-4 on the Wolves.
They up 17-4 on the Wolves.
Mm-hmm. Dallas, you know they're playing right now.
Ain't Kyrie hurt?
I don't know if he came back. I ain't even get to check it. But I did want to transition into
that's kind of crazy. But yeah, man. But just to put my last little, you know, then we can move on. I don't really, I mean, if they talking about him getting some therapy or whatever, then I guess I'm cool with it. It's just at the time, everybody was trying to like make it seem like it was, you know, a mental health problem. Like they making him go get some mental help. And I'm like, how we gonna sit here and try to you know, say that we ain't no doctors, we can't properly diagnose shit, but in the same breath, we gonna tell the nigga he needs to go to a mental, you know, and all this shit. Like they had to make sure they chose their words correctly and say it therapy, because that don't necessarily, you know, you can be therapy for anything. But I don't know. I mean, I know Draymond got a history. These last two situations kind of get. I mean, I really didn't think it was a fair thing, but you know, out of ordinary.
Boy, Chris, I can't even hear you no more. I hear you a little bit.
You hear me now?
But yeah, I hear you now.
My bad. But no, I was saying the Rudy Gobert thing, like that was kind of up his alley. I wasn't like too, you know, up in the air like everybody else was. Did he hold on a little long? Yes. Shit, I was more mad at Cat and everybody else that just sat there and let the nigga do it. But this thing, yeah, that Nurkic thing, yeah, he was out of pocket for that one, bro. Like I thought they were just gonna suspend him for like 10 games or something like that, maybe 10 to 15 games, just to kind of, like, all right, nigga, the second time we done had to suspend you for some shit, you gonna have to take this 10 to 15 games. But I didn't think they was gonna drop the hammer like this.
Man, they just man. At this point, bro, this nigga done, like I made that little graphic, bro. I don't sign to the WWE. Might as well, bro. They probably suspend his ass for actually real life kicking people instead of pretending to kick people. I don't know. But I did want to talk about the debut of the Suns' Big Three. I don't know if you caught the highlights, caught the stats, caught the game, but they look pretty good, bro.
I listened to your video on it earlier, but I didn't actually, because it was yesterday. I can't remember what the hell I was watching or doing, because I was trying to catch some games, but it was like 4 different ones on or something like that.
Bro, I ain't gonna say, man, everybody be boosting Cam Thomas.
And I didn't know KD was playing. I guess he must have got active last minute, because I know it said that he was out. I didn't think he was playing.
Yeah. I thought they was gonna wait to debut on Friday, but I knew they was all coming back. Like they was all gonna come back this week because it's kind of been already in circulation. But I ain't gonna stuff, fool. That nigga Cam Thomas, bro. People, if he wasn't on the Brooklyn Nets, people look at him like Jordan Poole. He do the same shit. He don't play no defense. He don't rebound. He don't pass. That nigga strictly just try to get buckets. Now I see why Jock Vaughn was sitting his ass in the playoffs.
Well, I get that, but that nigga Jordan Poole also just be like, because is he a scorer or that takes ill-advised shots, or could you live with all of his shots?
No, like it's the same thing, bro. Cam Thomas and Jordan Poole is the same player. It just one was in just a more highly recognized role, bro. But Draymond probably would punch Cam Thomas' ass too. That nigga, bro. My thing is with players like Cam Thomas, players like Jordan Poole, it's like they can score from all 3 levels. They 3-level scores. They can score from the paint, mid-range, 3, get to the free throw line, all that. They can do all that. But they are still one-dimensional. You'll be watching these dudes get buckets in all kind of ways and think they ain't one-dimensional, but they not offering nothing else. No rebounding, no passing. Bro, Cam Thomas don't do nothing but try to get buckets, bro. So I don't know. And then when they jumpers is not falling, you get to seeing it a whole lot more. But KD and Book, they settle for jumpers too much too. They get too many mid-range shots. I don't like that. Like, because in the fourth quarter, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that. In the fourth quarter, Chris, them niggas going back and forth. It was Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, and Spencer Dinwiddie versus Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and a little bit of Bradley Beal. The difference was Cam Thomas and them hitting threes. KD hitting tough 2s, and Devin Booker hitting tough 2s, and they get to the free throw line. But man, nah, you can't trade 2s for 3s, bro. It just don't work like that. 3s versus 2s. That's what it came down to me. That was their debut. It was a good debut though. Bradley Beal even looked good. He hit a few jumpers, but too many 3s, man. Too many 3s versus too many 2s. But how do you feel about the Suns' Big Three in general? RC said ain't his finals pick no more. I can't hear you, Chris.
No, I said I think it could work. But I think Devin Booker definitely would be your lead playmaker, because I think that is one jump that he was making, at least from what I seen from the couple games I seen him play, is that he was doing a lot more playmaking and not just, solely focus on scoring. He was getting other people involved as far as getting his assist numbers and stuff up. But I mean, I feel like that'd be the best because, and then shit from there, just any given day, hell, that pick getting scoring off of screens is like any one of them dudes can do it. So it's just like, you know, trying to figure out situational, you know, when to get into which one, and then just when it comes to crunch time, you know, is that still what they're gonna do, or they gonna be focusing on getting, you know, a KD, you know, the ball in crunch time situations? But
I
it's gonna
think,
take time. They ain't. I mean, this their first game together, right?
yeah, this was their first game. It was their debut. That's why I said they lost, but it wasn't too crazy. And then if you look at the Nets, they had the perfect pieces to guard the Suns. They literally had people that can guard all of the Suns' best players. So it was really a good debut in my opinion. But the biggest thing that stood out to me was they would actually play defense. Bradley Beal and Devin Booker you ain't just finna cook them. Like Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges, they both was like 30-some% from the field. So when
And
nobody
I
getting
think
cooked
that's
on
the
the
biggest
Suns
thing
defense.
that I was about to say. I think that's the biggest thing that we just waiting to see is how they gonna look on defense, because I think what, you know, a lot of people wondering is that just gonna be, you know, a team where you got to worry about, you know, them not playing no defense and they just got to outscore everybody. I think that's the main thing, because and mainly with just Bradley Beal and Devin Book. I mean, KD with just his size alone, you know, bring some defense, even, you know, like to where he could just really just get in the way and make a difference. But you know, when you got them two smaller guards, them niggas gonna have to put some effort, especially when you consider who they're gonna have to guard when we just talking about the West, because when we just talk about 2 guards and 3 guards in the West, you can't sleep on that nigga Ant. You know, like you can't sleep on Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to, you know, just sit there and let Harden or Pete or Paul George do whatever they want to. Like it's just a bunch of good 2-3 guards in the league right now, to where nah, nigga, you
So
gonna
you
have
think they
like.
defense still gonna be a problem?
I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but they're definitely going to have to play defense. It can't be a situation where they try to outscore niggas, because I think once you come to playoff time, whoever's in the playoffs, probably in the top 6, probably all gonna be able to score the ball.
But my thing is, because you know when Dame went to Milwaukee, and you like we just know Dame he can't play defense. He don't play defense. We know this. We really know this. We know Trae Young can't. We know Tyrese Halliburton can't. LaMelo, them guards like that. But you look at Devin Booker, 6'5". He's 6'5". He ain't skinny. You look at Bradley Beal. He about 6'4". He got long arms. He ain't skinny. Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant was throwing Ray Boy and Mikal Bridges shit to the crowd. Like they got the physical tools to play defense.
You
Like you
just
said,
gotta
they
have,
just
it's
gotta
just
lock
effort.
in.
They just gotta do
Yeah,
it.
but in the
But
playoffs,
that's what a
I
lot
think
of
they will.
huh?
In the playoffs, I think they will. I done seen Devin
I mean,
Booker do
I
all right
definitely
on
think it's
entry
gonna be
level teams.
some. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the Nets was a good game for them to debut against. You know, it was a time for them to feel themselves out. It's an out of conference game. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit, who they play next?
They got the
The
Knicks
Knicks.
tomorrow on ESPN.
Yeah, so I think that's why they brought them back, because they got the Knicks. Because they got this little stretch against the East right here. Get them trying to get it together. They got the Knicks. They got the Wizards. So
What you want to see against the Knicks? Like what would give you some indication
I guess the
on
difference.
yeah.
I guess the difference with the Knicks is that I feel like the Knicks are a more physical team, so that would then what the Nets are. So I think that'll be a lot more telling.
Okay, so
See how
physicality.
they defend a physical team like the Knicks. I think that's a good measuring stick, because we know they're gonna try, because we know they're trying to get to the paint.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty
Like
much
if you can defend that, then I think from there you can definitely work on your perimeter defense. Against some of these other teams, like shit, when they got to play Portland, them little young niggas finna be them little long niggas carry that pistol over there. We seeing what the hell they doing. Like that's gonna be a game where like y'all like The Knicks game, I think, is gonna really like show okay how y'all gonna handle a physical team, and I think that Trailblazers game is gonna show kind of how y'all gonna do as for y'all perimeter defense, because them niggas over there carrying that pistol, they gonna let that motherfucker go.
I love them young guards, bro. I was kind of waiting for Ray and Lil Chris. You got anything else been going on in the league that you been paying attention to? Let me look at some of these comments real quick. Fourth quarter when the cooking started. Yeah, I mean Cam Thomas started all right, but shit, Mikal Bridges, them dudes was like 7 for 21. Cam Thomas had like eight points in a row in that fourth quarter. Mikal Bridges had that 3, then that midi. And Spencer Dinwiddie went off. Spencer, say, bro, everybody be talking shit. They call that nigga Din shitty and all that old shit, bro. But Spencer Dinwiddie could hoop, bro. Like,
I think the only reason why they talk about him is because it's inconsistent. That's the only reason why they talk about that nigga.
But you got
like, because we know what it is. Like, we know people that, because I like Spencer, but I mean, he's had the same problem everywhere he's been. He's just inconsistent.
But is he really inconsistent? When he's not a star.
I mean, it's okay if you're not a star, but still, can you at least be consistent at what you do? You ain't got to be a star to be consistent at what you do. We've seen a lot of players be consistent at what they do and ain't no superstar.
I give you that, but I think Spencer Dinwiddie actually all right.
I mean, just look at some of these championship teams. I mean, look at that bench that Denver had. I mean, all the niggas is consistent in what they do. Look at that team that Giannis had with the Bucks. Whenever they made their little playoff run, for the most part, they was consistent in what they do. Yeah, Drew had a couple games where he went off because Giannis went down and he was hurt. But for the most part, that nigga Giannis was constantly cooking. Chris Middleton was doing Chris Middleton when he was still healthy. Drew Holiday was playing defense. PJ Tucker was playing defense the way he was supposed to. They was being consistent in what they do. Spencer Dinwiddie, yeah, he can give you some nights where he'll go off of fucking 30, but then the next night you be wondering why the hell he done dropped the inefficient 12.
Spencer Dinwiddie he was very. I think he was consistent for Dallas. You don't think he was consistent for Dallas though? Before I get to this question, RC guy.
Dallas, I feel like that was one of his most like, as far as like one of the teams he's been on. That's I could say that been the most consistent I've seen him being was when he was with Dallas.
I felt like that nigga was real good, bro. They made it to a conference finals. Like he was a good part of it. Like,
oh yeah, especially when Luka got hurt. Yeah.
But that's enough on Dinwiddie. I just think he get a bad rap sometimes. And it's just like, bro, he's at least he's a solid starter. Nigga ain't gonna call him no star, no nothing like that, but he's a solid starter.
Do we have to talk about the Pistons?
I'm just gonna do it real quick.
I just
say,
seen that
can
shit.
You talk about how damn pathetic the Pistons is, bro, and what they should do? Say, bro, where have I been saying about the Pistons from day one? Cade Cunningham, for one, not a point guard. He not all that. He don't get to the free throw line. He can't shoot. Monty Williams is not a good coach. Monty Williams ain't what? Say, bro, this dude done folded back-to-back playoffs, bro. Monty Williams is not a good coach, bro. He's just not a good coach. When they had
I don't think that was a good. I ain't gonna say he's not a good. Like, don't get me wrong. There was definitely shit we didn't like with that Phoenix team, but I don't think. I mean, should the Pistons be doing better? Yes, but I just don't think they did. I don't think he did a good job of constructing that roster this offseason. I think he tried to work with what was already there. But we can all clearly see that some of them pieces need to get moved, because the main thing that you always been saying is, why the hell do they have so many forwards?
Yeah. That's
the main, and I feel like those forwards would be serviceable on some other teams. Move some pieces around, get some different players. Some of them forwards got some value. You can at least get another player at a different position or something. But I think he tried to make it work with what he already had. But it's like, nigga, that's just one of those situations where if it wasn't working before, don't think that just because you come in, you can make that shit work.
I think he the type of dude too, because he's not playing Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey was a top 5 pick. Jaden Ivey coming off the bench, getting inconsistent minutes. I think he even got a couple DNPs. They do got too many forwards. They do got too many centers, and the roster isn't that good. But you got enough on that roster to where you can mix and match it. Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, Asar Thompson, Bogdanovich, and Jalen Duren. That is the best five for the Pistons. Everybody else
Well, if
needs
you
to
want
fall in
to,
line.
well, I don't know if he's used that lineup that you just said, but if that's what his starting five is going to be, then he needs to try to see what he can do with all those other pieces. Because at the end of the day, the league is looking for size. Because come playoff time, you're going to need some size. Whether you're able to start them or they're coming off the bench, you're going to need some size because you're going to play. Every series is going to be different. Every series is going to be different. So I just think he dropped the ball as far as thinking that he can make it work with what they already got. And then just honestly, bro, I just think the Pistons just ownership is just bad. It's just bad. Them niggas ain't been good. I mean, the last time they was good, they had a beat up Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond just rotting away in purgatory, and he had to drag them to the 8th seed of the playoffs.
My nigga Reggie Jackson was pretty decent too at that time.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had Reggie, but I mean, shit. But look at what Reggie Jackson is now, and look, and they had him. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they don't put the right people in position to be successful. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who they got in their front office. I don't even know who the hell their damn GM is. But Detroit is living in purgatory.
But I think Monty Williams ain't helping because the way his rotations is, the way.
But who would you get?
Huh?
Who would you get?
No, I'm saying you got trade piece in James Wiseman, Marvin Bagley. You still got Isaiah Stewart.
Well, I mean, coaching wise.
Oh no, it's nowhere you can go. But you gotta you criticize a dude off his pay scale. And he getting paid.
Oh yeah, that nigga getting paid. Yeah, that nigga getting paid. So, I feel you on that.
And when you can't find a way to get your top 5 pick on the court, I don't know what to tell you. Because Jaden Ivey is a top 5, one of the top 5 fastest players in the league, bro. I get he needs to learn some things, but you done lost 21 in a row. What the hell do you got to lose? Cade Cunningham is not no point guard. Jaden Ivey's a point guard. Cade Cunningham is like a shooting guard or small forward. That and the fact that Monty Williams ain't fixed that's a problem too. But you got anything else before we get into the main topics?
Not on the Pistons.
No, it don't gotta be on the Pistons.
Man, why you keep talking about my niggas playing tournament, man?
What you mean?
Why you compare that shit to that damn Maui invitation?
Say, bro, let me clear this up right now. The in-season tournament was good. It was very entertaining, bro. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It was good basketball. We got to see a young up-and-coming star, young up-and-coming team. We got to see great coaching. I felt like it was a great tournament. But that shit ain't gonna mean shit come April. We not gonna be talking about it. We not gonna give a damn. Lakers ain't gonna be favorites because they won it. None of that, bro. That shit finna go out the window. It's just a standalone tournament. You know, in the Marvel cinematic universe, they call this a standalone movie. That shit ain't got nothing to do with this other stuff, man. Here come Ray. You see Ray go pop up when Mama get talking about the Lakers, goddamn. But I mean, I'm not hating on it, but it's not that valuable, bro. It's not, bro. We care about the Maui Invitational and who win it, but as soon as it's over, we got the real season is here. We got the real March Madness is here. You don't never get to March and be like, who won the Maui Invitational? Nobody do that, bro. And it's the same way with the NBA. It's just the first one, so we kind of care a little bit more. But come on, bro.
So I ain't gonna lie, I was really okay with everything. I didn't mind the celebration. I didn't mind the champagne. I ain't mind none of it. Only thing that killed me when I heard they was hanging a goddamn banner.
I didn't hear that. Tell me more. What?
They're hanging a banner in the rafters for winning the in-season tournament.
The Lakers?
Yes.
See,
I don't.
Ray.
That's the only thing. He said it was rigged. Okay, now it wasn't rigged. Just because the Patriots can't play no goddamn defense, don't mean it was rigged.
Man, I don't think it was rigged. I just think that shit was just.
But
they cared a little bit more. But go ahead. What you saying about they putting it in the rafters?
Yes, they're putting an in-season tournament banner in the rafters. Now, I've been trying to be one of them that's not been biased, trying to say, oh, because it's the Lakers and all the yada yada. But just that part alone, I'm like, man, no, y'all the Lakers, man. Y'all got 17 banners up there. I don't think that, y'all should be the ones to put. I mean, yeah, definitely put something in the arena to signify, yeah, we won this motherfucker. We won the first one. I just don't know how I feel about it being a banner, bro.
Chris, you gave me some new information.
Nah, yeah, they hanging a banner for that, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, like I said, I wasn't too much tripping about the champagne celebration or none of that shit because that's just good for team camaraderie, young dudes that never had that type of experience, let it have been in the league or in college. They get some type of, hey, I won something. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the banner thing. I'm just like, y'all got 17 of them things up there, man. Damn, I don't know, man.
LeBron ruined the Lakers, bro. He ruined them, bro. Let's quit, bro. Bobo play too much, bro. On some real shit.
Hold on. Don't be trying to act like he the one that told them to put that damn banner up there now, bro.
He ain't told him not to. He ain't told him not to. Anything to add to that old fake ass.
You think they gonna listen to him if he tell them don't put that motherfucker up there?
You ever heard of stat padding? That boy is legacy padding. Anything that can go on his legacy resume, bro, he don't give a damn. He wanted that damn banner. He ain't finna.
He did not want that banner, bro. I'm not finna sit here.
He watering down the Lakers. He watering down the Lakers, bro.
He is not watering them down.
Ray, if you defend this, I don't know what to tell you, bro. He's watering down the Lakers, fam.
How you gonna water down a team and you brought them a championship?
Bro, DJ give that man too much power, man. It's crazy. Everything that happens in the NBA, he gonna say LeBron had a hand in it.
If you think he don't, you crazy.
You been thinking he had,
bro? I don't think he had a hand in it because
he was 18 years old. That's the crazy part.
I don't think he told them to put up no banner for that, bro.
Bro, if they really do this shit, bro, when they unveil
they already said they doing it.
When they unveil this shit, bro, Lakers don't fell off, bro. They don't fell off.
They might as well put the division champs banners all up there. They do that.
He's a Pacific Coast.
Gonna put everything up there. They gonna do that. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna go that far now.
Teams do it. Chris, teams got it.
Lakers the only team that don't do that.
Yeah, you gotta understand.
Boston maybe. I don't know. Boston maybe don't do it either.
Bro,
when you done establish yourself as we done won so many championships, it's ridiculous. I ain't got room to put up all those other banners. What the fans gonna have to see? So it's like, bro, I can't afford to just put up every little thing, and that's what the Lakers kind of made that clear.
I mean,
LeBron's even born. Like he was like, bro, we're not doing none of that extra stuff, man. We here for one. Lakers was the first official dynasty in the NBA. You go back to George Mikan days. Before Boston dynasty, it was it was Minneapolis Lakers. They won their first 5 years. I think they went to 4 or won 4. So it's like, bro, they've been winning since they first came on the scene. So it's like, bro.
But honestly, though, I ain't gonna. I think the whole banner thing is only going up, and I really think that I don't even think this is more or less the Lakers thing. I think the NBA is kind of pushing them to do this just to kind of like push the importance of it on the rest of the players in the league, because I think they trying to make sure that it stays interesting going on down the line. I think that it works better for the league that the Lakers want it, just because you got LeBron, who's the face of the NBA, that everybody knows that nigga as soon as you see him, you know who he is. And the fact that he went out to try to win that first one the way he did, hopefully they trying to see if we seeing that he can be competitive in it, this is like they trying to get the ball rolling on this thing to where it actually means something. But I don't I don't know.
Bro,
I don't know. But again, I don't really care for the banner thing, but I just feel like it's something the NBA pushing because they trying to make this shit like not as important as the chip, of course, but they still trying to make it important. They trying to make it to where people give a damn about it. And then on top of that, hey, like I said, nigga, that's $500,000. That's $500,000. And guess what?
Bro.
The prize money ain't gonna do nothing but go up and up and up as time go on. As these contracts and these TV deals get bigger, the money finna get bigger. Shit. Even LeBron was like, That's $500,000. That's $500,000.
I picked him because I know Braun wasn't gonna let no accolade pass him. Say, bro, this coming from a nigga that really used to care about the Lakers, fam. Like, I really used to care. I'm talking about, nigga, I used to watch college games, scouting, even though I ain't making no goddamn picks, but I'm just, man, we need a guard. I'm watching goddamn Gonzaga versus St. Mary's at goddamn 10:30 at night, hoping we can get Patty Mills. Bro, I love the Lakers, bro. I used to really love the Lakers. When this nigga LeBron came, bro, I understand he kept the popularity there and all that, bro. But that shit ain't the Lakers, fool. Like, I don't know, is it because Mr. Butts had died or what's going on? But it's not the Lakers I knew as a kid, bro. From the way they handle stuff to the way they play, all that shit is out. It's just
you only remembering the good times. That's why you don't remember the ugly times.
How the hell I don't remember the ugly times when I'm sitting here telling you about D'Angelo Russell coming from Montverde going to Ohio State?
You don't remember when Kobe won it out because he said it was chaotic and it was a mess. That didn't remind us of Kobe Lakers days either. When they took away that whole role player roster we had, and it also Shaq went along with it. That didn't remind us of good old Laker days. But we sat through it. We went through that. When they had Robert Sacra and all them rookies coming through, and we tanking every year. That didn't remind us of good old days. But we went through that. So you can't pick and choose just because it's Bron now. It's a player I don't like. Now I'm just gonna pick on him. Kobe had 2 eras there where we had times where it was like, man, it's looking ugly. And Kobe my favorite player all the time, but I'll be the first to admit that I sat there and was like, man, I don't know. Especially when we first got rid of Shaq. When we first got rid of Shaq, I said, did we make the right decision? It don't look good. If Kobe would have never won some 3 championships, we would have still been sitting here like, man, I don't know.
Spurs need to thank the Lakers too for that gap that they allowed them to get that chip in when they got rid of that nigga. When they got rid of Shaq too. Spurs need to go shake their hand.
Man, let's get into these topics. Goddamn Lakers, bro, hanging a fucking banner for the in-season tournament, bro. They don't feel for Ray. That was a moving story, but they don't feel for
I feel like the NBA is pushing it, bro. I'm telling you. I feel like they're pushing
you the Lakers. You don't hang no goddamn in-season banner. You a goddamn Laker.
One thing I will say,
they try to push this tournament, bro. That's all I'm saying. They trying to push this thing.
If they would have had this tournament when Kobe was in his prime, you don't think Kobe would have went all out and tried to win that thing?
Man, Kobe didn't like the new basketballs that they had. He said if Jordan didn't play with it, he didn't want to play with it.
We talking about the same person that used to go out. Are we talking about the same person that used to play hard all 4 quarters in All-Star game? Are we talking about that same player? He's the only player I've seen in my whole existence that has played hard every All-Star game from the tip-off to the end of the game. Most people want to wait to the second half to start trying to play hard. Kobe like, no. Dude tied for the most All-Star MVPs. So we know in that game, he took that serious. You don't think for an in-season tournament that comes with an actual award afterwards that he's not going to try to go all out for that? Come on now.
Oh, okay. Transitioning. So I was just we talked about a little bit of one of these teams earlier. And the Spurs, I think they done lost 20 in a row. No, how many Spurs done lost? 19 in a row? And I think the Pistons the one lost 21 in a row. And I was just thinking, if you had to choose between any of the bottom 4 teams and you had to be the GM, which one would you choose? I don't know who want to go first, but
who the bottom 4? You named all 2 of them.
The Wizards, Pistons, Then you got the Spurs, but then you got the Blazers and the Grizzlies both tied with 6 wins. So
I'm not gonna put the
but the
Grizzlies right there just
Grizzlies, their
because
situation is different. They got injuries and suspensions.
yeah. So I guess you could say the Blazers, the Spurs, and then Wizards and the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for one, Pistons, you going to mark them off. I'm not even. They got. I don't know what their dilemma is over there. It's just I don't know. It's just we ain't seen a. I know Chris brought up earlier about Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. Man, that was some garbage.
He drugged them boys to that playoffs, man.
You had some mid-tier stars over there. That's all they was. 3 mid-tier stars.
I wouldn't consider Reggie Jackson or Andre Drummond stars. I think Blake Griffin was a mid-tier star. The other two was like.
When I say mid-tier stars, that means like if they play a team like the Wizards, they gonna go out there and look like they some all-stars almost. But when they play against even playing teams, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, this is who you are.
Damn, right, it was at least an 8 seed.
One of the ugliest 8 seeds we ever seen, man. Dudes out there going out there getting swept in the first round. I remember those days. They made it to the playoffs. I don't even know, like, bro. I think they already
Pistons fans would die for their team back right now.
Before the playoffs started, like they already knew where they was headed for vacation time. Like they didn't have no backup plan. Okay, what happens if we actually do make that first round? That wasn't even in their thought process.
You saying all that, but I bet Pistons fans will be dying to have their team back for the team they got right now.
What?
Facts.
So you see Drummond right now?
He's still out.
What Blake Griffin is?
Man, that's not right now. I'm talking about that version of that team.
Blake Griffin.
But which bottom 4 team you picking? We know it's not the Pistons. So you got the Spurs, you got the Wizards, you got Portland.
I ain't picking the Wizards either.
Jordan Poole don't let me down.
Poole is man.
And Kuzma was killing.
Kuzma was killing for 1 quarter.
In 1 quarter, he was going on.
Granted, you remember you know that story. And they say the little brother finally think he got an edge over his older brother. The older brother finally like, all right, bro, let me go on. Let me get into my shorts. Let me put my real shoes on. Let me take these slides off. That's what Ingram did. Ingram said, hold on a second. And went out there and dropped 40. So you can say what he did for 1 quarter. I'm saying what he did. Oh,
damn. My bad.
It would. So
if you ain't pay attention from now on, DJ, every time Ingram play an ex-Laker that he was teammates with, watch what he do. If he play like that against everybody, he'd be way better.
Still think he's bigger than DeMar DeRozan, bro. And I still think the Pelicans is. So you're not picking the Wizards. You're not picking Detroit. You got San Antonio and Portland.
I'm kind of leaning towards the Spurs just because they got Pop over there.
Boy, Pop ain't. When we gonna have a real conversation about Pop?
Oh man,
that nigga is doing dumb shit, bro.
I get so frustrated. People love to kick people when they down, but they forget what they was at one point. We not about to act like, oh, Pop did. Man, Pop is one of them ones. Pop is one of the greatest coaches that we've ever seen. I don't care what level of basketball you think you've seen. I don't care what genes you've seen at what level. Pop is one of them. So don't ever forget that. Don't think right now because all these other organizations are flourishing. Hey, he had his time. Everybody, you're not gonna, man. One thing you got to realize, you're not gonna be great unless you got some pieces around you that can really bring that out of you. The coach can only be as great as the pieces he got on the court, and he don't got enough pieces to make him look great.
They should not lose no goddamn 19 in a row, 18 in a row, however many, bro. They got enough.
The oldest player is like what? They actually get minutes.
I think
if you say Zach Collins, it's a problem. That's a problem. I don't want.
But at the same time, bro, the Spurs beat the Suns twice, man.
Experience.
The Spurs say it again, Chris.
Twice. They beat the Spurs twice.
They gave the Mavericks a hell of a run. Mavericks a top 3 team in the West.
They beat the Spurs twice.
They young and hungry, so they gonna show out some games and make it like, man, if they can do this that's the thing with being young though. They're gonna be boneheaded too. You can be hungry, but you're also gonna be boneheaded. So
he started Jeremy Sohan at point guard, right?
It looked good for a second.
Right. I think just because it's Pop, you ignoring the shit he's been doing, bro. Like,
are you serious? Like, you gotta be 100% real with yourself right now. Like, he's literally experimenting. He has a super young team at that. Most of these guys don't have no actual experience in the league. They've been in there 2 to 3, 4 years, and that's just about it. Some of these people still don't really know what their real role is on a real team because they always played on a bad team. So he's experimenting. Let me see how you look in this role. Let's see if you flourish in this one. Okay, you can score, but let me see. We ain't getting wins off this. So let me see if you can do this a little bit more. Like he's experimenting right now. You got to understand that. Like Pop knows what he's doing. With Timmy, that was different. Timmy came in the gate. You already knew, like, oh yeah, he can be this. Manu, it took a couple years. Parker, it took several years for him to finally like, okay, this is where you fit. So like, it ain't always just gonna get the rolling like that. Because none of these guys right now on the team who on the team right now, other than maybe Wemby, can you really say, okay, yeah, I know exactly what his role can be, and he's gonna flourish there. He can actually like be big time with his role. We don't know anybody on that team other than Wemby who really is looking like that in the near future. Vassell, yeah, you can score, but it looks shaky at times. Keldon Johnson, yeah, you all right, but it looks shaky at times. Wemby even looking shaky, but this is rookie year, so that's kind of expected.
This the team you picking?
No,
this the whole point. No, I see what you're saying. Nothing you said about San Antonio will make me want to be over there as a GM, bro. Nigga, experiment. You basically said Pop just out there doing shit. You said it in a cute way, but you just basically said Pop just out there doing shit.
Name me one young team that didn't have to go through that.
Bro. It's experimenting and seeing what you got, and then it's just letting niggas do whatever the hell they want. Like bro, it got to be a method behind the madness.
This is the first year he actually just okay. Let me just go with the flow real quick and see what's going on, because this our first year as a unit.
Man, this is an easy one, right? I see what you're saying. I swear I see what you're saying. But the question is, which bottom 14 would you be the GM for?
I know you know because you what's it called? You big fans of Shaden and what's it called? Anthony. But you forgetting a big doofus over there out of what's it called? Dominating. Injury prone, what's it called? Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams. So I mean, I understand Malcolm Brogdon probably ain't part of a what's it called long term. I don't even know if Aiden is, to be honest, even though he's young, but I don't think he's even part of they what do you say about Orlando?
Oh, I would just put it up there. But right, Portland, Alabama. I don't care what nobody's saying. Portland easily got the best group of talent out the bottom 14. You can say that Wemby shit, but that nigga can't shoot like we thought. He's starting to rebound a little bit more, but his rebounding was shaky. Decision making was shaky. I ain't gonna stunt. He not afraid of the moment, so that's a plus. I do like that about Wemby. Not afraid of the moment, but that nigga might be 2 years away, man. Shaden Sharp and Freddie Simons are here now. They both under 25.
Keep on. Hey, Them TV Daniels used to hit back in the day, didn't they?
I'm just saying me. Now, I don't know if Portland go drop the ball or not. They might drop the ball. But I'm saying if it was me, give me Portland. Because I can
give me some good home cooked meals any day over microwave food.
You just said they got Wemby and nothing else. That's what you said. I like Keldon Johnson a little bit.
No, I said no. See, now you're trying to twist my words. I said they got some other pieces over there, but it's not solidified on what their actual role will be that they could actually flourish in. I said Vassell is a good scorer, but it's shaky at times. And I said Keldon Johnson is going to be a good overall player, but it's shaky at times right now. But they still young. Anthony Simons, he's one. You was talking about Cam Thomas. What is Anthony Simons out there doing other than just getting buckets? He's supposed to be a point guard, ain't he? He don't like no point guard to me. He look like a Dame remix. That's it. And guess what? He's shooting 41% from the line, from the field, just like Dame would. That ain't promising to me. I done already seen this story before. Shaden Sharp can be inconsistent at times. He don't take full advantage of his athleticism. So all them got some spots you can pick at. It's easier to do with the Spurs because everybody was giving them all this spotlight because Wemby coming in here, and now since it ain't looking good, okay, we just gonna point the finger at them, even though all these other young teams, other than Orlando, who surprised us, is actually looking good.
See, but before we move on, because I'm gonna pick you apart, then we're gonna have to move on. Chris, you got a team out of the bottom 4 teams you would rather GM?
I mean, if I was gonna pick not Portland, San Antonio, it wouldn't be because of Pop, because I don't think he's gonna be there too much longer anyway. I just like the personnel. But I know that's down the line. But right now, she give me Portland.
Yes, sir. So 2 Portland, 1 San Antonio. And before we move on, I just wanted to say this. You got probably 2 pieces. They probably not even go keep Keldon Johnson to keep it a buck. You got Wemby, and they don't even know how they gonna use Wemby. I ain't seen Wemby do the same thing in back-to-back games yet, like in terms of how they gonna use him. So all that experimentation, that shit cool, but as of right now, I don't know. In Portland, at least I know them guards are high-level scoring guards. They both got defensive potential, and they both super athletic and quick. And it's like there's something there. They got assets in Brogdon, Grant, and Ayton. Then they got role players in Jabari Walker. They got Murray over there, Kamara. Like they got a real life team. Portland has a real life team. They ain't all been healthy because Simons just got back. Grant went down and Ayton went down. But watch what happened when these dudes get back. I had compared them to Utah from last year, and they were showing some signs of that, but it was a lot of people going down. But I really like what Portland is doing now. They might drop the ball, but as of right now, I would love that GM job just because the assets they got, the young talent they got. I don't say they have a higher ceiling than the Spurs, but just right now, that would be the bottom 4 team that I'll be the GM of. Wizards are terrible, and Detroit's a lost cause. But yeah, man, that was just my little spiel on that. I see where you're going, Ray, but just as of right now, I don't know what the Spurs got going on. So no. Now,
all I know is what's it called? Portland is out there just get a ball to Sharp or Simons. Everybody else just to go spot up somewhere.
See, they've been running
what it looking like when they out there.
Bro, that was running six, bro. But after Tim Hardaway absolutely destroyed the Lakers the other night, I was sitting back thinking to myself, 6th man of the year. Is he the favorite? So I did a little research, and I had 4 candidates. It was Cole Anthony.
Looking up niggas as y'all look, because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been too deep in the trenches to know about no 6 man.
Oh, you gotta say Cole.
Cole Anthony for the Magic. I got Tim Hardaway from the Mavericks. I got Emmanuel Quickly from the Knicks, and I think I had Bogdanovich from the Hawks, but they don't feel a fuck off the map. So even though he going off, I can't do it. And Chris is on the page. It's on our Instagram page where I got the
put some respect on Reeves as a top 4 candidate.
Who?
How you gonna put Bogdanovich on him and he's not? He's at a 9-13 record.
Austin Reeves was supposed to be a starter. He got demoted.
It don't matter. He's been in that role now. This is the role he's in now, so he's eligible.
So you kicking off Bogdanovich for Austin Reeves in the 6 man of year race?
Yes.
Bogdanovich averaged 17
Tim Hardaway
points.
better be lucky that Cam Thomas not coming off the bench no more because he would have definitely had the what's called 6 man for sure.
So who's the favorite right now in your opinion, Ray?
Hardaway.
You don't think I ain't gonna stuff right now.
You posted this shit on Instagram?
Oh damn, he ain't posted yet. I'm
about to say that shit is not on here, nigga. I done scrolled in the last week.
It's not solidified that Tim Hardaway gonna win it, but I'm saying right now.
No, I'm saying right now.
I think he got the lead.
But I think
it's one of those things where shoot, if Tim Hardaway next game slack and Cole Anthony go have a little it can easily flip. So I'm saying it ain't like he just got he got a comfortable lead.
But it's between them two in your opinion.
Quickly, I mean,
Quickly
been struggling as of late though, so
yeah.
That's the only reason why it's gonna be tougher for him. But Quickly been playing good.
Right, I think Ben Donovan's really got the best.
You want to talk about Reed? They need to put your boy Barrett on the bench probably because he ain't been looking good. And he has not been looking good in that starting 5. You can say what you want, you can smack your lips, all that. RJ has not been looking good, man. Boy started the other game like 0 for 7. I said, no, get this dude out the game. What is this?
Mikal Bridges started 1 for 6 yesterday. Really 3 for 14. Literally yesterday.
What did you say on he started to cook in the 4th quarter? I didn't see you say that about RJ.
Boy, that boy had 5 points in the 4th quarter. Relax.
Yeah, I'm just using your words, man. You said, oh, he's starting to cook up. You didn't say that?
He hit a 3 and then he hit a midi. But Cam Thomas started cooking the beginning of the 4th and then Dinwiddie closed it out. Mikal did a little something in the middle.
What the hell Chris talking about dominating for?
Oh damn! I ain't even looking at this.
I had mentioned him earlier about when I was talking about Portland.
What makes a good 6 man of the year candidate? Like what should be the criteria? I don't think we ever even came up with a criteria.
Almost like
I ain't gonna lie.
Allowing the starter.
You said what?
Almost like a player that you can rely on, like a starter that's coming off the bench.
Oh well, that sounds like Hardaway and Cole. I think I gotta give it to Hardaway because he showed up in the big games too. And this nigga damn near would look like he would say, bro, I might sound crazy, but Tim Hardaway be having superstar moments, bro. I think
we forget how good of a player he was. I mean, Mavericks he didn't have his ups and downs for the Mavericks, but we forget though, like, dude always been a bucket. We knew that since his rookie year he was a bucket. So we knew he had athleticism, so he had finishing ability with that. So he's always been, as an offensive player, he really can be a complete package. But now he's just playing with a Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. So I mean, and then before that he had Luka and Jalen Brunson, and so I mean he's always kind of had to, hey man, you can get your buckets from here to time, but you not the first, second option. So it's not a guarantee you're going to have this many looks every game. So it's one of those things, if he catch fire, okay, yeah, we're going to feed you. But don't go into a game thinking you got to have this many looks. And it's just like that Lakers game, just so that dude, man, hey, Luka started out. I liked how Luka started off. He was getting everybody else involved. The thing about Luka, when you got a player like Luka knows I can go off at any point. But if my team, if I don't get my team going, what's that going to do? So I liked how he was feeding, and he realized, oh, Hardaway going off. I'm gonna just keep feeding him. So I like that. And hey,
I don't think there's no other player on the bench that can go off like Hardaway too. I think Bogdanovich can too a little bit. We don't see him do it in the playoffs, but I think Tim Hardaway, he damn near could become a star for a night, and I feel like that's a unique trait in a 6-man, bro. Because that Laker game, he damn near boy.
It almost felt like a series almost, but it was just one. I don't like when the Lakers made a comeback and they took the lead for a brief second and going into the fourth. I don't know. It was a different vibe from there. Like I could just tell, like Merrick's like, man, we in downtown Dallas. We ain't leaving without that dub. Like it was just a pride thing. It just I don't know though. But one thing I will say though is Lakers defense got it, man.
That nigga Chris ain't shit, man.
That's one of the worst defense that's one of the worst defense performances I've ever seen. That was just horrible. I'm like, how y'all leaving these many shooters? Like, you got to think not hitting.
Oh yeah, the way they was guarding Exum was crazy, bro. They were just not guarding, bro.
Like, bro, y'all just not gonna guard, dude. Okay.
So they kind of segue, but so 6-man of the year race, we pretty much say we can agree that it's Tim Hardaway right now, Cole Anthony, Quickly, Reeves, and my pick in the preseason was Nas Reed. He ain't been looking all that hot. He been doing all right. Who was your preseason pick, right? Before we move on, and Chris, because I want to know y'all preseason pick. Yeah.
Come on, man. I can't
who
remember.
Miles was, man. You want to say, okay, I'm gonna stand on it. I said Christian Wood.
Let me see if I can find that shit, man. I don't remember.
Because Chris, your coach of the year candidate looking pretty good. Mosley
was gonna come in there with a revenge tour type of mindset. I'm like, bro, you were saying you ain't supposed. Look how long it took somebody to pick you up, man. Look at the talent you got, and it took you this long to get signed. I thought he was gonna come in with like shoot. With a vengeful spirit out there, like man. Like,
I had Norman Powell, but the whole Clippers lineup been like switched up, so that shit ain't gonna happen no more.
He been doing all right,
but he's not the 6-man no more.
You heard what Norman Powell said when they
But Norman Powell's not the 6-man anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, PJ Tucker. What you say, right?
Oh, that was Norman. You heard what Norman Powell said about when the fiasco first started, like when they all the trades and stuff.
What you say?
He was pissed because he was like, in some games it's hard for him to find a rhythm because he can get going and they'll take him out and they won't put him back in to like a whole nother quarter. And he was like, I'm just trying to get used to this new role because, and I'm like, how was he not getting consistent minutes?
He been averaging 28 minutes a game last 5 games.
When that trade first happened, it just kind of threw off the rotation a little bit.
Man, these millionaires complaining.
But I had Norman Powell, but he ain't the 6-man no more since that trade done happened. So that's why I'm like that kind of threw it off. Zion, I had him as MVP.
That might be crazy to my Christian Wood take a 6-man.
I thought he was gonna have his shit together.
Man, sometimes you gotta stop listening to what people say and watch people do.
Oh well, no, I've been an advocate for that nigga Zion forever. I was like, I even said it like my nigga gonna get his shit together. I know he look out of shape.
Serious when he had this dude when he had his own daddy doing a press conference about the decisions he done made. I'm like, bro, you a grown man. You didn't do nothing illegal. What you got your daddy doing a press conference run about? You have what's called you about to have a baby like. Why your daddy got to speak on that? And you standing right there? That was crazy. I don't take this dude serious. This dude is not. No, that dude ain't no. Man.
But I don't know if Wembanyama's gonna win Rookie of the Year just because his team is anemic.
Our next episode we're gonna do the first quarter of our predictions and see what it's looking like. A lot of y'all gonna be looking crazy. Chris, you was looking all right with that Jamal Mosley. I'm not gonna stud, and I'm kind of mad that you got that over me because I've been praising the Magic, and I ain't picked them to do shit.
Who did you pick?
I picked Willie Green.
For the Pelicans?
Yes, I like Willie Green though.
He's a good coach. He just has a jackass for a player, bro. Sometimes like, we gotta get into this thing and just like say, man, sometimes these coaches can't overcome some of these jackasses, bro. Like it don't matter where that nigga Zion, like that nigga Zion, he gonna have to get that shit in his mind himself. It ain't no other man on this earth that's gonna be able to do that for him but him. Like it don't matter where he go. He's gonna have to want that for himself. Willie Green is a damn good coach, and he can't get to that nigga.
Man, Zion too damn rich. It ain't like the old days where motherfucker probably would have $1 million or like $2-3 million at that age, and with that type of contract, niggas is getting hundreds. Like,
but see, and people killed me for this. I got killed. I said I said the Pelicans should have waited one more year before they paid that nigga.
Now you was right. We agree, right? I don't know, Ray.
Oh no, y'all might have agreed, but nigga, I got killed by so many people. They're like, man, Zion, this you, and yada yada. I said, nigga, don't. I said, nigga, Zion has not played in one playoff game, not one. And we talking about a professional athlete who all you have to do is make sure you stay in shape. You ain't got to work no 9 to 5. You ain't got to do no heavy lifting. You ain't got to do no back-breaking work. You literally got to do the thing that you claim you love every goddamn day and stay in shape. And you get paid thousands of dollars by the second for what you do.
That's why I don't think it's no fixing it. I don't think it's no fixing
That's why I was like, man, make that nigga wait a year and earn that fucking contract because he hasn't earned it. But we can move on. I ain't finna get too crazy with bro. I was about to unleash on that nigga. God damn, shit don't make no fucking sense, man. Fat ass nigga can't get his shit together. Come on, dog. A nigga put $25 million in your face right now and tell you need to lose 50 pounds, even if you don't need to lose it. I bet you're gonna figure out a way to lose that goddamn 50 pounds.
Okay, I want to get into this, and then
weigh 125 right now. I bet he gonna be 100 pounds by the end of the 100 pounds by the end of the month. Get that $25 million.
Boy, I'll be a flyweight,
bro. I'm sorry, that nigga make me so fucking mad, bro.
But I did want to ask y'all this question because now we about 20 something odd games in, and I'm looking at these standings, and I just had this question. Out of the top 6 teams in the East, top 6 teams in the West, and I'm going to name them for y'all. Who stands out as pretenders? In the East, right now, number 1 is Boston. 2 is Milwaukee. 3 is Orlando. 4 is Philadelphia. 5 is Indiana. 6 is Miami. In the West, you got Minnesota at number 1. You got OKC, 2nd seed. Dallas 3, Denver 4, Lakers 5, Sacramento 6. Out of all those 12 teams, either conference, who are the pretenders? I'm gonna start with Chris. You laughing? Y'all think I'm gonna name this one team, but y'all really gonna be surprised. Go ahead.
Nah, I just seen it. It made me laugh. I'm like, is he really go? I hope. I was just like, man, he better not go there, man, and try to push this damn narrative. But so let me see. In the East, if I had to pick one, which is hard for me to pick, because really it would be either between the Pacers or the Heat. But if you were just to ask me right now, it would probably have to be the Pacers. Just looking at, if they were to finish in the standings right now, they'd have to go against the 76ers, and I just don't see them winning that. Mm-hmm. I don't see the Pacers winning that. Not if Joel and Tyrese and Tobias Harris is clicking the way they're supposed to. I just don't see them winning that. Like the Pacers really got to make some moves. I feel like this season to try to get some defense in there. I feel like that's the only way they're gonna be able to make, because they style of winning to just being able to push the pace and score, but not being able to stop nobody. That's not gonna get you nowhere in the playoffs. It'll get you a 5th seed in the East, but it's not gonna get you past the first round of the playoffs. I just don't see it. The Magic against the Heat, I feel like that'll be a competitive series. So that's why and then I still trust the coaching of Eric Spoelstra, with that group, of how no matter what the hell he done had, this nigga done took niggas from the goddamn gas station and made them work. So that's why if I had to pick somebody, it would be the Pacers, strictly because of the defensive side of it. If I had to go to the West in a 7-game series, it'll probably be the Kings, strictly because of the size factor with Sabonis. We know what he can do as far as he's a walking double-double, but size comes into factor in the playoffs. You might be able to get away with it, in the first round, but come the second and third rounds, you pretty much gonna need some size to, be legitimate. So if I had to pick, one from each side, it'd be the Kings from the West, and it'd be the Pacers.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Ray go, and then I'll go piggyback off one of those for sure. Ray, you got some pretenders in the East and West of the top 6 teams. You need me to name them again?
No, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
I'm only gonna say it's really one pretender. I love my boy Halliburton, but Pacers now, they some pieces away from where they got to get to.
So, do you think they pretenders, or do you think they go fall in the standings, or do you think they go stay in the standings where they are and just get killed in the playoffs, or do you think they go fall in the standings, basically?
With teams like Cleveland and Brooklyn, I think Indiana and Miami might fall to play-in status before the end of the season, especially with Cleveland. I mean, I'm not the biggest Cleveland fan, but I don't expect them to stay and play in.
I'm kind of really disappointed. Go ahead.
And then Miami is a team where they're not that great of a season team, to be being honest. They don't stay healthy enough. Their best players don't play consistent enough. So I don't expect them. I expect them to fall too, but I don't think they pretenders because of what we done seen throughout the years.
The one reason I don't think Miami go fall out just because they know this season important, because everybody's so close in both conferences. All these people is close.
But they literally tied with New York and Brooklyn right now. They got one more win than them. So it ain't like they just how serious had they been really taking it? If they literally just one game or half a game from being in the play-in once again.
They just started off better than last year.
But man, the only team I would say I gotta see it to believe it on the West. I'm gonna say 2 teams actually. I know Chris said Sacramento, but I think Sacramento just had a hiccup moment last year because there ain't no reason why they should have lost to the Warriors. But I'm questionable on how serious Minnesota is, especially as the number 1 seed, and then OKC as the number 2 seed. Now they do got 2 young guys that I definitely like, but man, if we being honest, playoffs started right now. Do Minnesota really want to let's say exactly how it's lined up, 7 and 8 end up making it to the playoffs. Do Minnesota really want to see Kawhi Leonard in playoff form?
Wait, who will Minnesota be lined up against?
The Clippers.
The Clippers.
And And who would OKC be lined up against?
Houston. Now I think OKC get past them, but I don't know about it's something. If Kawhi stay healthy that whole series, and he don't have no, because right, we talk about Kawhi, but Kawhi done played just about this whole season.
You know what?
I think Minnesota still got too much size.
I was about to say Minnesota got way too much size for them boys. I would still take Minnesota in that series. I understand that this Harden story and all this shit look cute, but I'm still taking Minnesota. I'm sorry. I mean, and the main thing with that, you already know what it is. My boy Ant. My nigga Ant ain't losing to them niggas.
All I'm gonna say is this, man. Kawhi been finding his stride lately. Kawhi probably said, I don't know what's going on with you, Paul, but hey.
I'm looking at it, bro.
You know what I'm about.
Man, give me Ant.
I think the Clippers would be more scary for OKC than Minnesota. Because the Clippers, they don't have a true big for real. They got Zubac, but and I think OKC, the lack of them not having a true big, even though they got Chet, I feel like if it's a guard wing matchup between Clippers and OKC, I feel like OKC would rather Houston than the Clippers. I think the Clippers could knock off OKC more than they could knock off the Timberwolves. How about that?
I'm not saying they'll beat Minnesota. I'm just saying like Minnesota. You know, you walk into if you get in the ring with somebody, you know oh man, I can take this dude in about 3 rounds versus a dude like, man, this dude gonna take me the whole no. I know I'm gonna win, but god dog, man.
See, Ray, we just on completely different ends on that one. I think Minnesota and Clippers will be a 5-game series for Minnesota, bro. I think Minnesota has been that good. And if they like the way they beat Boston, I get there just it's regular season. That. But the Clippers are kind of built in a similar fashion. Wings, guards. I don't think a wings guard team can beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, bro. You gotta be built like a Philly. You gotta be built like a Denver to beat Minnesota. Because what's the Clippers gonna do with Gobert in town? They just have no answers for that on the board. I'm talking about on the boards. Whoever controlled them. See, people underestimate controlling the boards when it comes to 7-game series, bro. How many teams that won the rebounding battle lose a series? How many times has that happened? We seen the Lakers dominate a whole playoff run outside the conference finals, just based off they was just better on the glass. Like it might not sound like much, but that shit gonna come to play. They ain't big enough, right?
Ray, who did you pick in the East as the pretenders?
You know,
I think Pacers. I said they still some pieces away.
I think Orlando is gonna fall out the standings too, though. I love Orlando, but they don't. I don't score. Think so. They don't score enough for me, y'all. And then it's like I ain't saying like the standings. They might end up like
they literally score more than Minnesota.
I don't know, bro. It's just something about Orlando, bro, because Franz Wagner's been inefficient this year, and that's not like him, so that's kind of scaring me. Paolo don't rebound like I would like. Their shooting is still terrible. I love Orlando, don't get me wrong, but it's like a top 3 team in the East. I think that's a little pretender.
I mean, when you look at some of the niggas they done played already, bro, for them to be a top 3 seed, it ain't like they done played some flukes. They done played playoff teams now. I would say I think they need to figure out how to deal with the more, a Cleveland type of team, a team that can get up and down the court on your ass and got some real scoring with their guards. But I think that's really their only problem is defending the guard. Because when you look at how like some of these teams they play, I mean, Orlando got size, so they're able to play with big teams. But when you just look at some of these smaller teams, like, because I still consider Cleveland a smaller team, even though they got Mobley and Jared Allen, but they still skinny. You know what I'm saying? They tall, they long, they got a wingspan, but they small. Like they not sitting down there banging with these niggas like that.
Yeah, I ain't never thought of it like that.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like Orlando just got to figure out how to beat those type of teams. They can play anybody with some size, but when you got some, but when they go against some niggas that can move like them niggas on Cleveland move, that's their only problem. We just seen them lose to Cleveland the other day. It was a good close game, but I
Yeah.
mean, look, we're seeing these niggas beat Boston. Not shit. They played Milwaukee already a couple times this year, hadn't they?
See, I don't know if they played Milwaukee. I think they was, bro.
And I think that, bro, and that if they haven't played Milwaukee yet, and that's a close game, or they're able to actually win that game, that's gonna prove to me that they can play against these niggas that got size. When you talk about a 7 foot Brook Lopez, a
Mhm.
6'10", 6'11" Giannis, a 6'10" Bobby or 6'9" Bobby Portis, or however tall the niggas coming off the bench, Chris Middleton when he's right, but he's still tall himself. If they can beat that team or at least make it a close game, I feel like they are showing that they can handle teams with size. But
They can
when
handle
you look
teams
at
with size. They can handle teams with
yeah,
size.
They beat the Bucks by 15, and they lost to Cleveland, but then they just came back the other day and beat them by 10.
see, they figured out a way to beat them after they took that loss. So
Okay.
I'm just not seeing Orlando as a fluke. These ain't like they losing against. I mean they ain't just played no bums all season. They beating teams that niggas considered that was supposed to be the top 3 teams in the goddamn East.
I don't
They
count the
haven't played.
Milwaukee. They didn't have Lillard. That was the game where I was like, oh, Dame ain't played.
I
And
want to
that's a
see. I
big
want to
deal.
see. I want to see how they line up. What's it called against the Sixers too, though.
I was just gonna say,
Mhm.
I think, see, bro, because I think they a year earlier. I think Orlando really good. They gonna be a tough out. I don't really view them
I can
where
feel
they
you on that
are.
though, but I don't feel like that's enough to put them at that pretenders, type of spot. I think they are very much real for them to be as high as the standards that they are in right now.
You
But
think
you
they
know
getting
what
out the
they
first round?
depending on where they line up, I do believe they can.
They
So
play the Knicks right now.
right now, who they playing?
The Knicks.
No, right now the Heat, the Miami Heat, the 6 seed,
No,
right?
the Heat just lost.
That's
Oh,
a 6 or 7 game series, bro. With the Heat,
The Heat done went to number
if
8,
they
like I
lose,
told you, DJ. They literally was a game right out of the play, and they just lost.
who?
I would.
The Heat. They
Mm.
number 8 now. Knicks went up to number 6.
That's a tough matchup too, though.
I just don't see that.
You don't
The
see the Knicks
battle of
beat.
I think that
inefficiency.
series is going to be a lot closer than what you think it is.
It's gonna be, bro. This. Okay.
That's gonna be the battle of inefficiency, man.
But this my thing. The Knicks, y'all can say what y'all want about the Knicks. They are very efficient, but they're built to guard a team like Orlando. You can literally throw Julius Randle on Paolo. You still got Mitchell Robinson protect the rim, and then Orlando loves to get to the paint. Mitchell Robinson ain't having that. You
I ain't
got
gonna lie.
You can
Jalen
say the
Brunson.
same, but you can
Paolo
say the
gonna cook
same thing
Randle.
about
I
both
ain't gonna
teams.
lie. Paolo is gonna cook Randle, and it ain't gonna be close.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not just gonna say that. Julius Randle is streaky. But when Julius Randle wants to be good, I think he's gonna want to be good against Orlando and Paolo.
Gas him up then.
Hmm,
No,
hmm.
no, I still give me Paolo, but I'm saying Julius Randle can defend. Julius Randle just as fast, just as strong as Paolo. I'm saying, and then I think Brunson is still the best player in this series.
You don't think Paolo got a chance to be the best player though? You can.
In his very first playoffs,
We know going in who was the best player, but who's actually gonna perform as the best player? I think Paolo had man.
Jalen
You don't
Brunson
think
just went to a second round with this team. He done already been
I'm
out.
saying you don't think Paolo trying to establish no type of dominance here?
Nah, I love Paolo. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to properly put the expectations where they need to be because
I finna say you gotta look at it like this. Orlando already feel disrespected as it is. We ain't getting no TV love, and we beating there on everybody. Everybody getting all these dudes that get these TV time. We've been beating them.
oh, okay. Let me ask y'all
Nobody
this
can mention
then.
our name.
So between Orlando, OKC, Minnesota, Indiana, and I'm gonna say Dallas. Y'all think Orlando? Where's Orlando in that mix? Orlando, Minnesota, Dallas, Indiana, OKC. Damn, did I
I
lose
say
y'all? Oh,
Mavericks, Minnesota,
mhm,
Magic,
mhm.
OKC, and Pacers in that order.
Okay. So yeah, okay, yeah. Cause I didn't. I didn't want to be the prisoner of the moment to go to Orlando. Y'all kind of swayed me back to Orlando could be a real threat this year. I still think they a year away, and like I talk about a year away from shit, possibly getting to a second round, damn near conference finals in the next couple of years. I think Palo friends, they good. They both big, switchable, and I feel like they got some good role players. Jalen Suggs is better than Drew Holiday right now as a defender. Yeah, I said it. I think
Whoa.
Jalen Suggs is probably the best point of attack defender in the league right now at the guard spot. Y'all can call me crazy, but even going back to
I'm
last
gonna
year when
take your
they
word for it.
Jalen Suggs is a dog on defense. He changed the whole say dog. He make that Orlando Magic defense what it is. Everybody else good on their defense, but Jalen Suggs is an all defense player. Don't be surprised if Jalen Suggs, if he stay healthy, be on the all defensive first team. I swear to God, that sounds crazy, but that boy can play defense. I'm
Don't
feeling y'all.
don't
I'm feeling. Huh?
don't sleep on Cam Reddish either.
Oh Lord, you think Cam Ridge gonna make an all defense team?
Are you serious?
Say dog.
Are you just hating on the Lakers right now? Are you serious?
Not. I mean, he be. Come on, it's like
Dude, bruh,
he ain't better
dude,
than Herb Jones. He
one of the
better
best
defender
ball
than Herb
hawks.
Jones.
Yeah. Hey, I put him up there with just about any on ball defender right now. Cam Reddish just. Are we serious?
See,
Y'all was sitting there lying about AD was getting locked up by a rookie, but he was 8 for 11. And most of that first half, he was getting guarded by that same rookie that y'all was talking about. But then when Cam Reddish was on Luka was struggling to shoot with shooting. Luka was going off when all them other dudes getting switched on him like D'Angelo. When Cam was on him, ask KD about Cam Reddish too. Ask any. You talking about guys that's probably locking up. Who the two guards in the league right now that Jalen Suggs done locked up?
he done locked up. He locked up Donovan Mitchell the other day. He locked up. I'm trying to think. He locked up Trey. No, not did they play? Was that wasn't this year? He locked up Steph last year. The biggest one for this is on my mind right now. Donovan Mitchell. He did a hell of a job with Donovan Mitchell the other day. Oh, Jaylen Brown. I know you don't give a damn, but he locked up Jaylen Brown.
That's a good feat. I mean, he an all-star.
Those are the two that pop off my brain. Just right there, I can just for sure.
He borderline all NBA just about every year. So I mean,
Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell. I'm talking about he's peeling them. Like you like, damn. Like popping off the screen with his defense against them. I might make me a
hey
compilation.
man, as much as I like I said, like my boy Halliburton, but Cam Reddish had him for in the torture rack.
They was even trying to cheat for
Man,
Halliburton. They called
and
that
so when
foul.
I
I said,
saying
oh
that, I
yeah.
was like, man, come on, man. And they showed the replay. I'm like, that's a 2K steal.
But you were seeing what I was saying. Cam Reddish played the type of defense that I see is go bother Halliburton in the playoffs. That type of defense because all that
Being
today's
honest,
shit.
Cam Reddish played defense that we think Vanderbilt. Now Vanderbilt is a good defender. Don't get me wrong, but Cam Reddish plays defense that we think Vanderbilt plays.
I just think Vanderbilt just got to get back into rhythm. He just got to get back into rhythm. He's a hell of a defender. He's the reason. He was one of the main reasons why the Timberwolves were so good when they first got to they first playoffs in a while.
When I remember I asked, I said, "Who is this dude?" That's Vanderbilt. Like, where did he come from?
It just I don't know why you can't shoot yet. Like, what are you doing with your time? What the hell are you doing?
And why just talking about he didn't get better with it in the cornerstry. I still ain't seen it yet, so I don't know. Maybe he just I don't know.
Okay, before we get off, I'm gonna ask y'all this: which of these teams not in the current playoffs has a good chance? I'm talking about from 7 to 11 has a higher chance of making it in.
Wait, from who?
From 7 to 11, who has a bigger chance of actually getting into one like the top 6 spot? In the West, you got Rockets, Clippers, Pelicans, Suns, and I throw the Warriors in there. And in the East, you got the Knicks, Nets, Cleveland, Toronto, Atlanta.
So which one of the teams has a chance to get into the top 6 spot?
Mm-hmm. Because it's not really all that separated by a lot. That's really what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Everybody close.
I told you got to update that standings, man. Miami just lost.
What's Miami record?
14-11.
Damn, I do got to update. That shit don't automatically update. Which you using? ESPN?
That you was hating on. Oh, your NBA app ain't updating.
How you clowning me for using the NBA app when I'm looking at the NBA?
Nah, you was trying to clown me for using ESPN.
The Heat did drop today. Oh, so you got the Nets, Miami, Cleveland, Toronto. That shit is that, bro. Okay, but just who pops out on the East or West that could jump into that in those top seats?
Man.
Give me the Clippers from the
Give me
West.
Cleveland.
In Cleveland. I was going to say that too.
Give me Cleveland. And I guess the only thing I could really say for the Suns, it'd be between the Suns and the Clippers because we know, the Suns got to get their, squad working right. And the Clippers, depending, they got to get some chemistry, but Paul George getting hurt don't help. So, but give me the Suns. Give me the Suns. Stop making shit complicated. Give me the Suns.
Y'all think the Suns got higher upside than the Clippers?
I do.
I still don't trust them niggas, bro. Call me what you want to. I trusted them a little bit better at the beginning of the season because it seemed like they all, was actually meshing and figuring it out. And once that trade happened, I'm not trying to say it was all on James Harden, but it was literally like, okay, they done figured out how to work with one another, but now it's like they got to figure that shit out all over again. So, but if you ask me who I trust right now over there, because Paul George still hurt, ain't he?
No, Paul George been playing.
Okay. Now I know he got hurt in this game. I didn't know he came back in like the next game type shit. But if you force me to pick, give me the Suns, give me the Cavs.
Okay. Right.
On the West, give me the Suns. On the East, give me the Brooklyn Bridges, man.
Oh God.
Say dog, what I seen yesterday for your two best players to be terrible, Debner all game, and for them to outscore that, bro, Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, and Cam Thomas outscored Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal in the fourth quarter, 23-19. That's 4 points. They won by 4 points. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. And it was impressive.
They role players started off the game pretty nice.
And then they got role players. I think, bro.
Cameron Johnson ain't no slouch. O'Neal ain't no slouch. Nick Claxton ain't no slouch.
I like Dayron Short. I like Trendon Walford. Say they got some pieces, and Lonnie Walker ain't even back yet.
Oh yeah.
So hey, bro, I ain't gonna say it sound crazy, Chris, but Nets all right. They got a whole bunch of wings.
Okay.
They got a lot of wings, bro. And it's like I'm
the only thing that's gonna hurt them is when they gotta go against big teams. That's the only thing that's gonna hurt them.
Claxton hit a corner 3 too, y'all. They didn't hit a 3. I'm like, bro, if this nigga could do anything offensively to where it's like, if he can really get an offensive game, say dog. I don't know. And Mikal Bridges, he's too inconsistent as a scorer, bro. Him and Cam Thomas would scare me on a night-to-night basis, bro. Ray, I told Chris, Cam Thomas is Jordan Poole, goddamn, who ain't been punched in the mouth. That's who he is, bro. That boy don't give you nothing outside of scoring.
He a better scorer than Jordan Poole.
How?
Look at Poole numbers. Watch the games Poole been in. Poole don't even, man.
No, he gave up. Poole gave up on his career. But he better now.
Poole ain't never been a scorer that Cam Thomas is right now, ever in his career.
He ain't never had that. Okay.
He ain't never had what?
I don't know. I can't really deny because this was supposed to be his chance to prove it, and he ain't doing shit. So I you know what I'm saying, I gotta concede it.
Poole ain't no. Poole ain't serious. That boy was never serious. Even when he was with
he worried about some bitches.
I do think I think Poole is arrogant. I think Cam Thomas a little bit more humble, but Cam Thomas still don't pass the rock. He don't rebound. He don't play no defense. He got caught on a lot of.
Tell you, man, that's what happened when you give a young nigga a chip and some money.
Cam Thomas ain't got nothing.
That nigga. I mean, but shit, nigga. This almost damn near the Nick Young effect without the contract. Imagine what would have happened if Nick Young would have got a contract after that Golden State series. You don't think that nigga would have been losing his mind and talking crazy?
But he still probably been showing up still though. Jordan Poole done fell off the face of the map. Like,
I mean, Nick Young would have showed up in his role. Don't get me wrong, Nick Young was clearly a role player at that point, but nigga, they looking at Jordan Poole to be an NBA starter.
3 option. That's what I'm saying. He's supposed to be a top 3 option. Jordan Poole is just not on shit. Like, I can't even explain it. Everybody in the world thought Jordan Poole was gonna be averaging at least 23, 24, 25 points. And I ain't gonna lie.
I thought averaging 16.
Poole
don't get me wrong. I thought that
what did he achieve other than win a championship? He didn't win a Finals MVP.
He ain't do nothing. He didn't do nothing in the finals. Are we forgetting Jordan Poole was trash in the finals? Are we forgetting that? He wasn't good. He wasn't good, bro.
I guess he's saying he achieved winning the finals, though. He didn't care how he won.
I mean, we just seen Bruce Brown talking shit to the Lakers about sweeping them in the playoffs last year. And it ain't like
Brown was what's that shit called? Indispensable piece. They needed Bruce Brown. I get it. Bruce Brown ain't just all that, but Bruce Brown for the Nuggets was a hell of a player, and they needed him. Jordan Poole, they didn't need Jordan Poole.
But no, I'm just saying what happened. Like the title you get, when you get a ring. Like imagine if, like, because if Bruce Brown would have lost that finals last year, he couldn't have been able to say that shit. But the fact that he swept them niggas and went to the next round and won the ring, he finna talk that shit. Even though ain't nobody looking at Bruce Brown as a nigga like that. I mean, I don't.
Real quick, do you have a specific recipe for the butter chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, can you send it to me so I can put it on the grocery list?
But
shit, because they won. He was on the championship team. Had they had lost against the Heat, he wouldn't have been able to say nothing. God damn. My bad, y'all. Y'all hear me say goddamn, that means I'm looking at the score of this goddamn game. And I ain't know the Raiders was gonna hang a 50 piece on these niggas.
Y'all doing all right talking shit. I clipped y'all up and everything. Georgia damn 49-0. Yeah.
49-0, nigga.
What happened when you got Easton Stick in the game? Talking all that shit about Herbert keeping them boys afloat over there, man.
Huh?
Herbert was keeping them dudes afloat.
They was losing with him.
I'm finna say, yeah.
They weren't losing by 50.
They weren't losing by 50, but they were still losing.
DJ,
you ain't putting nigga. Hell no. These niggas just scored 6-0 against the New England Patriots. I ain't going for that shit.
Hey, DJ said they was competitively losing.
Man, ain't 49.
Competitively losing, nigga. Hell no. We ain't going for that.
49-0 is crazy. I didn't even want to turn it on and watch the train wreck.
You say what?
Bruh,
I didn't want to turn it on and watch them wreck. But fans Rose Brandon Staley.
Chargers down 49-0. God damn.
Yeah, almost got.
Yes, that's what I like to see. You know what? I don't give a damn if Justin Herbert there or not. Them niggas trash. They was trash when he was there, and they trash now.
The Justin Herbert hate is crazy. My nigga been in the league like 3 years.
And been to the playoffs once and blew a lead like that.
My nigga, bro.
This nigga is the only I'm sorry. This nigga is the only superstar quarterback that is protected, and everybody try to blame his head coach for their goddamn problems.
Is he really?
This is the only nigga
terrible.
There you go. I don't give a damn. Nigga, we can talk about his head coach all we want to. Look at his offense. Look at the pieces he's had since he came into the league. This nigga ain't came into the league with scrubs. This nigga got Austin Eckler, who was a top 5 running back in the league. Of course, he kind of fell off this year because of injuries, but this nigga has two. Let me say this again: $200 million receivers on his squad.
Man.
So if you $100 million receiver, then you must be doing something right if you got $100 million contract, because they ain't just handing them motherfuckers out. So we can talk about Brandon Staley and all this shit all we want to, but at the end of the day, this nigga's a defensive coach. And you go against the New England, you go against the New England Patriots. Your team only
he don't play defense. It's 49-0. How the hell is he a defense coach?
No, nigga.
I get where you was going with it, but hell nah.
No, I get what you're saying, but Justin Herbert ain't playing right now. Like Keenan Allen, I don't think he's playing tonight, and Mike Williams is out for the season. So that rookie ain't really got nothing to work with. So I ain't really holding this game against him. Yeah, your defense still shouldn't be giving up 50 fucking points. But it's still like I'm not gonna sit here and blame the coach for all that shit, bro. I can't sit here and blame the coach for you not being able to in the
that bullshit. His phone wasn't liking all the bullshit he was talking. But say, man, the Kings playing right now. They playing what's the name? It was the Thunder. I am gonna click off and watch this game. I think the Kings is, man.
I ain't watching that Denver and what's the call game? And Nets game, so you can hate on the
Y'all got me again. Y'all got me again.
Well,
somebody was calling me. But no, man. I look. Like I said, I've already conceded with one of my homeboys. I ain't even gonna hold this season against Justin Herbert. But bro, if they fire that goddamn coach and that nigga is still anemic next year, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from all the other niggas that's been protecting this nigga like they have since he came into the league. I don't want to hear that talk from nobody. I don't want to hear it. This nigga ain't. What's the thing? We have to critique these niggas based on their pay grade. This nigga just got paid. I ain't letting this nigga off the hook.
I mean,
y'all can sit.
It be doing shit again.
I'm sorry, bro, but like, look at all the young quarterbacks. Like, look, but even still, huh?
If Herbert had this exact same season he having right now, but he's with the Cowboys, how would the Cowboys look this year offensively?
If you swap out Justin Herbert for Dak Prescott,
and Justin Herbert has the same exact season he's having right now that he's had with the Chargers so far, how would the Cowboys look offensively?
Offensively, I think they would still be fine.
They'll be good, bro. It wouldn't be as good. That it's just.
But even saying all that, bro, I can still honestly say that, if I could say from the time that Justin Herbert has came into the league, when you just talk about consistent talent, he's even still had better talent than that. Bro, this nigga has had two $100 million receivers.
Stop it.
And if we're just talking about from when Justin Herbert came into the league, that nigga Zeke wasn't top running back the way he was when he first came in.
This nigga Zeke was the best running back in the league when Dak was his rookie year.
Yeah, I'm talking about from the time that Justin Herbert has got I'm talking from Justin Herbert's rookie year. Justin Herbert's rookie year. His rookie year. I'm talking about the team that, we compare Justin Herbert rookie year to the time that Dak was in the league. Justin Herbert has had a better team offensively. Now, Dak probably had an offensive line, but shit, the Chargers done built up that offensive line over the years. So I'm just saying, bro, there's too much talent over there for these niggas to be looking the way they are. And then when you just look at all the quarterbacks that got on the contract this offseason, excluding this nigga Daniel Jones, of course. But when you look at Jalen Hurts, look at where he's gotten. When you look at Joe Burrow, look at where he's gotten. When you look at Lamar Jackson, look at where he's gotten. When you look at all the quarterbacks that got paid this offseason, I'm sorry. And I said, outside of Daniel Jones and Derek Carr, this nigga Justin Herbert is the odd man out. When we just talking about young talent. So you know what? I ain't even going to bring up Derek Carr because he ain't even in that young talent category. So the only one I'm going to not bring up is that nigga Daniel Jones. But he's the odd man out. And even saying that, we can say all we want to about Daniel Jones. That nigga made it further than this nigga Justin Herbert in the playoffs. Daniel Jones made it further than this nigga in the playoffs.
In the league versus Justin Herbert. Stop that shit, man. We know Brandon Staley's an idiot.
Wait. You said what? You said what?
Daniel Jones been in the league way longer than Herbert.
I think Daniel Jones has only been in the league maybe a year or two longer. But Daniel Jones, matter of fact, Daniel Jones may have been in the league maybe just a year longer than that nigga. They not too far off.
He got one more playoff win. Relax.
And that should say something.
No, it don't.
Man.
I think the Chargers is just overrated all the way in general. I think Justin.
Yeah, you know what? You can forgive that nigga for blowing that type of lead in the playoff game all you want to, but I ain't gonna forget it.
I ain't forgiving it. I'm just saying.
And I ain't giving a nigga no passes either. I'm sorry. When we just look at
you said next year you go judge me.
Next year is gonna be next year. I don't want to hear nothing else. Next year, if he has a different coach,
we can wait another year to judge him again.
And I'm gonna be saying the same shit, and I can't wait.
Y'all the same dudes that was shitting on Josh Allen, and I ain't heard a peep from y'all since.
Who ain't been shitting on Josh Allen? I still don't trust that nigga. It ain't been much to talk about.
He's been winning, and y'all been church mouses. Y'all just
don't give a damn about him.
What's their record?
Here we go.
What is it? You said they've been winning. I'm just saying what their record is.
They've been winning.
And who are these last couple teams they just beat? Who are these last couple teams they just beat?
Playoffs. What are you talking about? They've been winning. They lose one game tomorrow. They lose their next game. They back out of the playoffs. What is you talking about?
Oh man!
And
Cowboys over the Raiders. No, fuck these other teams.
Oh yeah, let's get into that. Say because I said you talking crazy in the comment section. So you said Cowboys over the Ravens. Please,
y'all cannot beat us. Y'all could not beat us.
Oh my god,
it wouldn't even be a good game, bro.
Okay,
bro, y'all ain't beat a team with a good quarterback. Y'all don't beat teams with quarterbacks. We will kill y'all. We will dog walk y'all. That shit would be, bro. Y'all not better than the Eagles. Still, right now.
So,
Y'all probably
okay.
not better than the Seahawks.
You say what now? You say we're not better than the Seahawks.
Y'all better than the Seahawks, but
I mean, shit. If you want to go there, let's go ahead and use that as a measuring stick, shall we? Let's look. Let's compare the scores in them games when we both played them.
Oh man.
Because if we gonna go that route, nigga, look at the score of the game when we played them, and look at the score of the game when y'all played them.
I heard you trying
Them
to
same
use that.
niggas was there.
I heard you trying to use that, but I mean,
Them same niggas was there now. So don't try to do that.
who have y'all played? Who on y'all resume that you could brag about?
Already, so right now, the best teams I can say that we've played, just as far as like offense that I feel like is still good, that the casual may not believe in, I would definitely say the Rams and
Oh Lord,
the Seahawks are the best, huh?
They cooked the Lions.
But all of our hardest games are coming up though, is what I'm saying. Like we finna have the 49ers, we finna have the Dolphins, and then we finna play the Jags this weekend. So all of our like real hard, the hardest games that we've had to play are all coming up right now.
Yeah, the 49ers.
talk to me in the morning.
That's gonna get ugly. Oh, it's on Christmas too. It's gonna get
Yes, sir. We finna have to. Nah, we finna show y'all niggas how to do this shit. Fuck you talking about.
What are y'all
Fuck
good
you
at?
talking about.
What
We
is the
finna get
Ravens
y'all
good at?
nigga. We finna get y'all the blueprint on this shit, nigga.
Chris, what are the Ravens good at? Let me see,
You said what?
what are y'all good at?
You really want me to break it down?
But I'm trying to see. Ravens ain't on shit, but go ahead.
All right. So let me just tell you how I feel if we had to play the 49ers the way that I would run it, you know what I'm saying? Because we know what the 49ers main thing to do is motion, right? So the thing that I would do is clearly we probably gonna have to play a couple. We probably got to take one of them three linebackers out and put another safety in there to kind of deal with all the motion. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel. But my main thing is if our pass rush can keep doing what it's doing, that nigga Brock Purdy is gonna be rattled. Pass rush and get into that backfield. Because I feel like the main thing that can really stop the 49ers if you have decent linebacker play. If you have a decent pass rush and a decent linebacker play. When you look at the way that the Browns was able to to stand up to them dudes, as far as like when for the most part, they I think Devo and Trent, I can't remember if they got hurt that game but even when they was there, they were still kind of handling that. But I feel like if your linebacker play to stop what they do in the middle of the field, and if your defensive line can make that nigga Purdy rush what he's doing and not actually let some of the plays develop, I feel like Baltimore has all of that. The only weakness for real, even though our secondary is good, is our secondary because we got two niggas playing through injury. But other than that, I feel like our defense can really match up with them. And then just offensive wise, the only nigga that I'm really just terrified of is that nigga Fred Warner, that linebacker. That's the only nigga I'm really terrified of. I ain't really worried about the line or nothing like that. Lamar, is able to, get out of sacks. I seen that last week with that nigga Aaron Donald. That nigga was not letting that nigga bring him down. And on top of that, it's just I feel like he finally got some pieces offensively that they finally figuring out how to try to use. The fact that nigga Odell had a good game last week, okay, that's cool, but nigga tone it down. I don't need your ass getting hurt again. But I feel like the same type of shit y'all do.
Ravens. You are not selling the Ravens to me. You're not doing a good job selling them. How much y'all finna lose?
Okay, so let me go ahead and do this offense on you. That nigga Zay Flowers is about to kill those niggas. Zay Flowers is about to kill those niggas with his motion and yards after the catch. He is about to kill them niggas. I feel like Zay Flowers is going to be probably the best receiver in the game. And if they try to shut him down, that nigga OBJ is going to go the fuck off down the field.
Oh, Lord.
if that nigga OBJ plays this game the same way, if plays against the 49ers the same way he played against the Rams last week, he is about to burn some niggas.
Y'all gonna lose by like 14 just because they don't care about playing y'all like they did us.
And you know what? I didn't even bring up the run game because I don't feel like I have to, but we are about to run the ball down their throat. The 49ers ain't like, if I'm just looking down their schedule, I can't really think of a team that just run the ball like that the 49ers have played outside the Eagles. But I can even say them because they can't run the ball. They can't run the ball this year. They're bad at running the ball this year. So give me the Ravens, man, because they can beat you a multitude of ways. See, because everybody only knows them for running the ball, but they can really do everything right now. This is the first time that Lamar has actually had niggas that he could throw the ball to outside of Mark Andrews that he could trust.
I'm saying y'all might not get blew out by the 49ers, but I think it's because the 49ers don't care.
We're not losing that game, bro. At the end of the day, bro, when you talk about that, it's gonna come down to quarterback play. And I'm sorry. That if it comes down to a quarterback and the rest and everything ain't going perfect, give me that nigga Lamar.
Y'all wouldn't beat us then. Y'all wouldn't beat us. I think Dak is better than Lamar right now. And I think we're a turnover.
Nigga, y'all still can't stop a run game.
We can't.
Y'all can't stop niggas that can actually run the ball on y'all. If a nigga find out they can run the ball on the goddamn Cowboys, you might as well hang it up, dog. Name the team since the Cardinals or the 49ers that's really been able to run the ball.
You talking about Odell Beckham Jr. and you talking about Zay? I mean, come on, bro. Stop it.
I said Zay Flowers. Stop sleeping on my rookie, man. Stop sleeping on my rookie, man.
What about Rashad Bateman?
I ain't worried, nigga. I don't talk about that nigga Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman don't do nothing for me. That nigga Nelson Aguilar doing more than Rashad Bateman, and I killed that nigga when they picked him up.
I'm get off of here. Listen to the receivers you name, man. Y'all better run the ball. Damn.
DJ, but see, this is the part that you're missing. I understand you probably haven't watched Zay Flowers like that, let alone watched a lot of Baltimore games this year. I have. My nigga Zay Flowers is already the best rookie that we've had. And don't get me wrong, this nigga Lamar won his MVP with this nigga Hollywood Brown. So that just goes to show how much that he's doing with this nigga here. So that is saying a lot. He won an MVP with one, and another nigga is doing better.
Keep Baltimore alive, Chris. I ain't mad at you.
And then, hold on, DJ, I really think you confused. I think you're really confused. Do I need to go back and do I need to list the receivers that Lamar has been cursed to throw the ball to?
No, I know very well, but I just
I'm not saying this is a prime Odell Beckham Jr., but he's still good enough to be good in your offense. Nelson Aguilar is not being relied on the way he was on these other teams. So whenever his number is called on, for the most part, except for one game, he's actually making catches and doing what he's supposed to do. I understand that Mark Andrews is out, but Isaiah likely could be a starter tight end on a lot of teams. So as far as Bateman is concerned, I'm not even really worried about that nigga. I know a lot of niggas still got faith in him, but I don't. I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm not an objective ass nigga. I don't really too much care for the nigga. If they trade that nigga for some picks this offseason, I wouldn't be mad if he were in the draft next year. I don't have trust in the nigga no more. Niggas talking about
trying to trade your number one receiver from last year.
He can't be a number one receiver if he been hurt.
I'm just gonna say this, man. Baltimore is not good.
He can't be a number one receiver if he been hurt though, DJ. That's all I'm saying. Niggas keep trying to call him a number one receiver. He's not that no more. The chance that he had to snatch that title to be our actual true number one receiver is gone. He ain't that no more. He been too injury prone, and as far as his catches and stuff like that, nigga, he's fell below Nelson Aguilar. Let that sink in.
For you to have the Baltimore Ravens number 2 over the Dallas Cowboys and the shit you done spewed these last few minutes, it's not moving me, bro.
DJ, who have y'all beat that's just so much more impressive than who Baltimore has beat, though?
Beat the Eagles.
They don't look good.
You talked about your Rams win. Who did the Rams worse? Y'all or us?
That's fine.
And you talking
but remember, y'all knocked the quarter. But y'all, I already conceded that the game was pretty much over before Matthew Stafford got knocked out that game. I already conceded that. But we can say the same thing about both. We can say that, oh, y'all played the Rams a lot better than we did. We still got a dub. And I can say the same thing about the Seahawks. But you can say the Eagles all you want to, nigga. I don't think the Eagles are that good of a team. Defensively, I don't.
Oh,
Offensively, I don't.
yeah, right. I'm finna get off. To watch the rest of this OKC Kings game. Now the Eagles ain't shit. They was a top 3 team all year until we beat them.
I said defensively, I don't think the Eagles are that good of a team. If you want my honest opinion, why I've kept them up there is because they have been winning. They have been winning. But these last 2 weeks, they have gotten exposed. They've gotten exposed. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a nigga that can't clearly. Huh?
They got exposed by 2 of the best teams in the league.
They got exposed by 2. They got exposed by 2 of the teams they may have to see in the playoffs. So, and don't get me wrong, the reason why is because but look at who they had to play before they got to y'all. Like at the time, Kansas City was still one of them teams. Buffalo, we still was trying to respect as one of the good teams offensively. All them games was nail biters. All them games, hold on. All those games were nail biters. At the time, Buffalo was still in the playoffs. Kansas City still a playoff team. Miami, who they beat was in the playoff, is a playoff team. All these teams they beat the playoff teams.
Them teams feel good right now. Everybody is losing. Them teams that you just named out, them still was good wins. Buffalo wins a good win to me. Dolphins was still a good win to me. Chiefs still a good win to me, man. We not gonna poo-poo the Eagles because they done had 2 bad weeks in a row. We done had enough season to know who.
But literally, what I'm saying is that the only reason why I had the Eagles that won so long was strictly because of the record. There was still a lot of things that I did not like, even in their wins.
You try to
I can still say I did.
Like they not a top team. You literally trying to poo-poo. I went over the Eagles, who have a really, really good resume.
I'm not good as hell. I'm not poo-pooing on them, but bro, all I'm saying is they are literally a call away in some of them games. In all 3 of them games I just named, outside of the Dolphins.
That's how it goes when the top teams play top teams. They've been losing. They was winning close games against sorry teams too, though. But the top teams that they was beating them just like they was beating the bad teams. Man. So it's just like they was consistently winning close games. Don't poo-poo the Eagles now that we done beat them. Nope. I'm
not poo-pooing them, but nigga. Okay, how about this? Let's say that hold on. Let's just say that I'm treating them the same way that I was treating the Vikings last year. Like, yeah, I understood that their record was their record, but at the end of the day, there was still a lot of things I didn't like. I didn't like a lot of the Minnesota Vikings close wins last year either, and I made that shit known. And y'all niggas killed me for that.
The Eagles are coming off a Super Bowl with pretty much the same damn team.
You said what?
The Eagles are coming off a Super Bowl appearance with the same damn team.
I understand this, but DJ, I can understand that they're coming off a Super Bowl appearance, but at the end of the day, that's some shit from last year. I understand they coming off. Hold on. No. I understand they coming off. I understand they coming off a Super Bowl appearance, and that's fine. But I'm not going to use that and how I'm going to critique them. Like, I can literally say the same thing about them, the same thing I was saying about the Vikings last year. Yeah, they was winning games, but look how they were winning those games. It was still a lot of shit I didn't like. And the same way I say the same thing about the Vikings, I'm going to say the same thing about the Eagles. I do not think that shit is going to hold up in the playoffs. And we've seen it happen with the Vikings. It did not hold up against the playoffs. They lost against the Giants, man.
The Eagles are better than the Vikings.
I understand that the Eagles are better.
You got a better resume right now. Baltimore Ravens or the Philadelphia Eagles.
I can really say it's the same thing because I think the Vikings only lost like 3 or 4 games last year. It's the same thing.
Who are the Ravens' 3 best wins again?
You say what?
The Ravens' 3 best wins.
The Rams,
the 3 best wins?
And the Bengals.
And who are the Eagles' 3 best wins?
Hold on, don't laugh like the Bengals ain't have they full squad when we played them. No, they knocked that nigga Joe Burrow out the game. We the
So the
reason why that nigga
Bengals,
out for the rest of the
Lions,
season.
and you said the
So when you
Rams
just talking about teams that we done blew out, I would say Bengals, Lions, and Seahawks.
versus Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City. Give me the Eagles, man.
You putting Buffalo ahead of Cowboys?
Oh, they did beat
No,
us.
he's talking about the teams that Philly done beat.
Philly
They
beat
did beat
Cowboys.
us. So they beat the Cowboys.
Oh well.
On one, but
Oh man, Eagles killing the goddamn. Bro, get out of here. Talking about man. I don't
And
think
at the
they
same
that
time,
good.
and you know what, DJ? Hold on, DJ. At the same time, though. At the same time, though, you know what though? Go ahead and take that impressive win against Miami out too, because Miami ain't beat nobody this year either.
yeah.
Miami ain't beat nobody.
Well,
Go look who they done beat this year. Go look, and then go look who they lost against.
I understand. But we not gonna, bro. Nah, hell no. Oh my god, I can't believe you doing this, dog.
Nigga, I am literally saying that I'm looking at the Eagles right now the same way.
And track record is better.
I don't give a damn. The Vikings beat the Bills last year too, and I'm still saying the same shit, nigga.
The Vikings didn't have a track record.
Because you're trying to name these teams because you keep trying to name these teams. You keep trying to name these teams that the Eagles have beat. The Vikings even beat the Bills last year when the Bills were a lot better, and I still kept the same energy. So I'm still going to keep the same energy about the goddamn Eagles. I don't give a damn if they. I don't give a damn about these close ass games. I don't give a damn about these close ass games that they winning. These two games that they lost, they got their ass whooped, and they lost against the Jets, a team that they shouldn't have lost against in the first goddamn place. So yes, I'm going to speak about them the same way I spoke about the Vikings last year.
And who had the toughest schedule in the NFL up to this point?
Who what?
Who had the toughest schedule in the NFL up to this point?
Between who?
Just everybody in the league. Who played the toughest schedule?
The Eagles.
And what's their record?
10-3.
What's the Ravens' record?
10-3. But I can still critique you game by game and tell you how I feel about you. Your record is not everything to me. That's the only reason why I keep bringing up the Vikings to you, because the Vikings had a damn good record last year. But I still talked about all them.
So
go ahead.
The year before the Vikings won all them close games, what they do the year before that?
They didn't make the playoffs.
Okay, the year before the Eagles won all them close games, what they do the year before that?
They went to the Super Bowl.
And they brought back the same team. Quit comparing.
But okay, hold on, DJ. Look, hold on. Look at the road the Eagles took to get to the Super Bowl, man. If we gonna go that route, look at the road they took. And don't say it don't matter.
It's clearly the best team last year.
Look who they beat. Who did they play?
Eagles to the Vikings. I'm not going.
Nigga, the Eagles beat the shit out of the Giants. Hold on. The Eagles beat these. So you not finna. So you can bring up all that, but you're not finna bring up that cupcake schedule they had, right? You're not finna bring up the fact that they played against the Giants, who they beat the shit out of 2 times that season, and you're not finna bring up the fact they had to play the 49ers, who lost all of their starting quarterbacks and had to start their running back and QB. You're not gonna bring that up.
That's cute.
You're not gonna bring up they made it to the Super Bowl.
How many games?
When we're talking about context,
how many games did they lose in general last year?
I think they lost 2 or 3 games.
And you bringing up the fact that people got injured or other people made the playoffs they probably shouldn't make the playoffs. They got shit. They was steamrolling everybody regardless. The other shit was
it's a lot of people that's saying that the way that game was going, if Brock Purdy wouldn't have got hurt, the Eagles would have lost that damn game.
Okay, that's cool, that's cute, but you can't say if was a fifth, we'd be all drunk, man. Eagles.
That's fine, but all I'm doing is just
team this year. Strength schedule
All I'm saying is you can't sit here and
You can't
use one thing for
give
your
matter just
argument,
because we beat them after they got beat by the best team.
nigga. I'm not poo-pooing it. At the end of the
You
day, they
just
were still the top.
you just said a Team 3 team with the track record of the Eagles having the toughest strength of schedule is not a good team. You don't think? That's trying to poo it.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you how I feel about the team. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all because at the end of the day, that was still a top three team in the NFC. Y'all did what y'all had to do. Y'all beat them niggas. Two things can be true. I can think that them niggas are not that good, but at the same time, I can say that y'all completely dominated them niggas the way that can't nobody question it. I can't sit here and be like, damn man, well Dallas shouldn't have won that game because of this, and this. I can't sit here and say that. Y'all beat the shit out of them niggas. But I can also at the same time say that what I've seen from them niggas this year, nigga, I thought that y'all was gonna win that game. I didn't think it was gonna be like that, but I thought y'all was gonna win.
And on that note, I'm gonna
Yeah,
conclude
nigga, don't try
this
to come at me, nigga.
episode.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Go on and watch the
No,
rest of that basketball game, nigga.
no, it was a cool conversation, but I think I cooked you.
No, I mean, look, bro, and look. I just it's just some of these teams I really look at, and I get they record is the record. You had to take that into consideration. But niggas were saying the same, and I'm sorry to keep bringing this up, but niggas said the same thing about the Vikings last year. I said y'all niggas need to pump the brakes. I do not think that these niggas are as good as they are, but they were saying the same thing. They win in these close ass games. I just don't. And we can, and you know why I can even compare them. The games that Minnesota lost last year, they got their ass whooped in every last one of them. The only difference is the Eagles didn't get their ass whooped in that Jets game. That was still a fairly close game. But the Vikings in games that really mattered, the NFC matchups, the same way the Eagles with these NFC matchups, they got their ass whooped. So I'm sorry if I don't trust that you getting your ass whooped in some of these games that we think are going to be some of these teams you see in the playoffs. And the thing about it is, Minnesota didn't even get a chance to make it there. They lost against the Giants, man. They lost against the New York Giants. These like when we look at it, bro, we really got to sit here and say, damn, the Minnesota Vikings really got Daniel Jones paid. When Daniel Jones won that playoff game, it was a wrap. They had no choice but to pay that nigga. They got that nigga paid. This is their fault. So two things can be true. They record is they record. Congratulations, y'all beat their ass. Y'all putting all the fans on notice. Dak is in the MVP conversation. You done already clipped the video of me today saying that CD is a top five wide receiver in the league. I ain't taking nothing from y'all niggas. But at the same time, I can say I don't trust Philly. Shit, that first game y'all played against them niggas was close. And are we gonna say and I'm gonna say this and then we can I'm gonna say this and then we can hop off. Do you trust Buffalo this year the same way you trusted them in the previous years?
No,
Do you trust Kansas City the way you trust them in the previous years?
no.
Like, give me, nigga, right now, give me Dallas against them niggas right now. Dallas got to play Buffalo this weekend. I think Dallas going to win. I don't, like, nigga, ask me this question last year or the year before that. I'm telling y'all niggas right now, Buffalo finna beat the shit out the Cowboys. But right now, I got to be honest. I think the Cowboys have a real chance to win that game. And I think they got a real chance to beat a lot of top teams in the AFC. I just don't think right now the two teams that would give y'all the problem is Miami because of their speed and Baltimore just because I think like the Lamar is that dynamic of a quarterback. But Kansas City, goddamn me, Jacksonville, Buffalo, I feel like y'all got them niggas, man.
All right. I don't.
Damn, you done already got a clip for me praising your wide receiver today. You asking for too much.
I just don't think y'all better than us. It's just we can agree to disagree. I just don't. You ain't told me nothing to make me be like. I'm not scared of him. I'm just not scared of y'all, bro. Like y'all one team. I
And
was
I can
like, man,
feel that. I can feel that, but I mean, again, the uh I'm looking at the Cardinals game as an anomaly. But it's just like we can say the same thing about both of our squads. What complete teams have we just really beat? We can say the same thing about both teams. What complete team can we say from top to bottom that we really beat? Like, and again, I don't think Philly is like that. I think people are still riding on that high from Philly of last year. I'm not, bro. That Philly pack ain't strong enough for me, niggas. That shit is not getting me high. I ain't riding on that train, bro. I'm not biting the cheese. I have said
If
I do
we
not
was
think that.
coming into the season and we were looking at the schedule, we already said it was a tough schedule. The Eagles would be 10-3, and they would have got a win against all these teams we just named. You'd be like, and then the Cowboys beat them. You'd be like, man, the Cowboys got to be a top team.
The Cowboys
But
are a top team. Again, y'all have to y'all haven't played some of the teams they played yet. Y'all got to play the Bills. Y'all got to play the Dolphins. We gonna see. We are going to see. So we still have some time to, make proper adjustments to how the Cowboys look. I mean, right now we can honestly say the best win that y'all had against is the Eagles, and just me personally, it's just me, just the way that they've looked. In my opinion, it ain't saying too much to me, just because I
see,
haven't really
now,
been
all
looking.
right, bro. It ain't.
It ain't. I mean,
It
just the way
ain't.
they've been looking lately. It ain't saying much to me.
All right.
But at the same, I'm not gonna act like that they just, should like put no fear in y'all heart though. I ain't gonna say that. Like I feel like if anything, y'all can beat the Eagles in the playoffs. Them niggas, they don't look the same to me, bro. They lost too many pieces on defense. The fact they lost their offensive and their defensive coordinators, and the fact that we can tell that shit look different, bro. And I'm the type of where I look at all that shit, man. Like it just does not look the same. They are not that same dominant team from last year.
I concede to that. But all of that saying they're not the same dominant team, nigga, they was like 15-2. This year they dropped out. They dropped out to 10-3 with
Well,
3 weeks
well,
to
we can
go.
just concede this though. I ain't one of them niggas that's just always gonna chalk it up to a win is a win. I'm finna look at how the fuck you won. And if it's a shit I don't like, that's cool. I mean, if you still winning, that's fine. But when that way eventually stops working, then I have a right to talk about it. And them niggas got their ass whooped
We
by two
damn
of the
near got
top,
underestimated
and
in
I can even say this.
where they number 2 spot.
No, and I can even say this. I definitely feel like if we just looking at their schedule, the 49ers and the Cowboys better than everybody else they played. So that's why I looked the way it looked.
They beat us one time.
But it was close. I mean, that's an divisional game, but I still think that y'all were the better team. They just got one on y'all that day.
I mean, all right. But
Yeah.
you
So
what do you know? White boy Chris, right? Shout out Lil Chris, shout out RC, everybody that joined us live. That'll be it for Who Historian. Cowboys better than the Ravens. Yeah.
you can't stop spitting that cap on the internet.